Money talks. It whispers in penthouse suites. It shouts across boardrooms. But can it buy connection? Can it buy dignity? Can it buy a kiss on the mouth that wasn't part of the deal? This is Pretty Woman, the film that convinced an entire generation that fairy tales come with expense accounts, that opera is a gateway drug to feelings, and that the most powerful man in the room might secretly be terrified of heights. It's a story about transactions that turn into something messier, about a corporate shark who doesn't build things, he buys them, and the woman who refuses to be just another acquisition. We're headed to Hollywood Boulevard, Beverly Hills, in one very shiny white limousine on this episode of the Regular Guy Movie Show.
Lights go down, let's hit play. Regular guys got something to say. The Regular Guy Movie Show, talking flicks. Here we go!
Welcome back to the Regular Guy Movie Show, where three grown men revisit the movies that shaped our youth, distorted our expectations of adulthood, and occasionally made us believe that having to go to the opera would be a much bigger problem in real life than it actually turned out to be. I'm Seth, and joining me, as always, are my two co-hosts who are willing to do everything except kiss on the mouth, Justin and Brian. Gentlemen, are you ready to see if this fairy tale still holds up?
You and I are such similar creatures, Seth.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. I just want to say welcome to the podcast. Everybody who's got a podcast has a dream. What's your dream?
Well, before we start climbing fire escapes, let's take a moment and talk about what we're drinking tonight.
This is the best way to start the show.
It is the best way to start the show.
We're kicking things off with a little something something.
A little something something.
From Lagunitas Brewing. This is a IPA.
Smooth and silky IPA.
It's a smooth and silky.
Like your sweet, sweet voice over there.
Ooh, yeah, stupid. Third freaking cold of the winter.
This is a little something something.
It's a little something.
So I'm not a big hop head, and I don't just love every IPA.
Mm-hmm.
And this beer here in my hand was my gateway into the IPA world. It doesn't punch your palate in a negative way.
Yeah.
But nice hoppy taste, good aroma.
It's a good beer.
It's a great entryway into the world of IPAs.
Yeah, this was my pick for the evening, and because Edward got himself a little something something.
I see the connection there.
It was pretty obvious, but just in case someone was paying attention.
Sure.
Do you remember the Corral liquor that was here in town?
Where you could do like a mix six of anything.
Anything. Just walk around grabbing beers out of other six packs. It was amazing. And I remember whenever we were taste testing beers to see before we ever started brewing, I think that was the last time I had this.
A research.
It was it was a research day. And this is, I should have had this more often ever since then. This is a good beer.
Yeah, this is delightful beer. Good one, Seth.
Well, now that we've talked about beer numero uno, let's take a moment and think about our first experiences with Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman came out in 1990. I was in high school, early high school, but I had an older sister.
Mm-hmm.
This movie was rated R, so obviously I didn't see it at the movie theater, but it was a regular rental for my sister, and I'd watch it. And then I believe it was actually a VCR tape that we purchased
okay.
and owned. So
right.
it was on our household TV quite a bit at that time in our lives.
All right. Well, in 1990, I was 8, so I don't think I saw it then. This is one of those movies that I know I've seen all the way through, but probably in like chunks about 20 different times.
Okay.
Never sat down and watched it fully until this week.
So I would have been 11 when this movie came out.
Yeah.
And actually, I think I saw it not long after that.
Yeah.
Because get this.
Hold on to your butts.
My minister mother rented this.
No way.
At some point.
Yeah.
And let me, I could have been, if I remember, from the house I remember watching this in, I couldn't have been any older than 12 years old.
All right.
So I was pretty young, and she let me watch a rated R movie
Okay.
about a prostitute.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that honestly, that's the only time I ever remember actually watching the movie from beginning to end. Prior to this last week, and I've caught bits and pieces.
Sure.
It's been edited on cable forever.
Yep.
And it's always in different things in popular culture. So I've seen all the other parts of it probably in aggregate a couple times, but this was the first time in almost, 36 years that I actually sat down and watched the whole darn thing.
So
Okay.
this one was on Hulu for free.
Yeah,
And that's where I watched it.
Yeah, I saw it. Had to
And-
suffer through some ads, but
Right.
other than that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was good for walking out of the room for a bit. But I also noticed that this is another one of those movies that they're still showing regularly on TV. It was live. I could have watched it live right then and there, but
Right.
instead I didn't rent, but played it from the beginning. But yeah, pretty interesting that this one is still in regular rotation.
Has some staying power,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll get to that.
Yeah. But this wraps up our series of wife picks.
Yep.
It does.
And this was a pick of my wife, Shalene.
Mm-hmm.
And, and pretty much what she told me is that she has always, always loved this movie. It was huge to her when she was young, has loved it ever since. And she just kind of wanted to see what three burly dudes would think about Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman. She may be surprised.
She may be.
Maybe?
You never know.
Maybe not.
What's this movie about, Brian?
All right. Well, Pretty Woman came out in 1990, like we said, and it's rated R. Once upon a time, in a city built on dreams, there lived a man who had everything money could buy, and nothing money couldn't. He wore tailored suits, stayed in penthouse suites, and made his living taking apart companies and entire livelihoods from the backseat of a limousine. His world was polished, powerful, and carefully controlled. And just a few miles away, under the glow of neon lights on Hollywood Boulevard, there lived a young woman who had almost nothing, except a stubborn belief that someday her life might be bigger than the corner she stood on. She laughed loudly, dreamed quietly, and protected her heart the only way she knew how. Now, one night, by accident more than fate, their worlds collided. What began as a simple arrangement, a week, a price, no complications, slowly unraveled into something neither of them knew they were missing. In a city famous for selling fantasy, they found something that felt unexpectedly real. This is the story of a businessman who learned how to feel, and a dreamer who discovered she was worth more than she'd ever been paid.
I've decided
Yeah.
that I'm going to create an intro. It's gonna be story time with Brian, with a nice little soft fairy tale, music bed underneath.
It needs
Yeah,
it. It
Yeah,
does.
I think because you really, we've mentioned it before. You really bring a different breath to the synopsis.
Thank
you
you.
could keep it short, cut, and simple, but you just add a whole new spirit to it.
It's number one, is my time to shine.
Uh-huh.
And number two, I really throw myself into these.
I can tell. It shows.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how did Pretty Woman do in the box office?
All right. Well, here's the breakdown. The budget was approximately $14 million.
All right.
The worldwide gross, when it was all said and done, made almost $500 million.
Damn.
That's with a B.
That is
Damn.
crazy.
$463 million. And so for a romantic comedy in 1990, those numbers are huge. And at the time, it was the highest grossing romantic comedy ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is not what I expected.
No, it was not just a modest sleeper hit. It became a cultural event, kind of what you spoke about earlier, Seth. Word of mouth drove it, repeat viewings drove it. And I got to say, Julia Roberts becoming a star in real time drove it.
Mm-hmm.
She was really good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this was, and we're just going to talk just domestic box office for a moment.
Mhm.
This was the fourth highest film of 1990 at 178 million domestic.
Yep.
Any idea what three films may have been better?
Oh my gosh.
Or may have performed better.
1990?
1990.
Again, I was 8. I don't know what movies were from 90.
I think this was a year or two before Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that was 93.
Okay.
So
90.
couldn't have been Encino Man.
Well, it could have been, but it's not.
Was that 1990?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Naked Gun?
No.
No. I'm having a real hard time jumping in the Wayback Machine to 1990.
One of them is a movie we've talked about multiple times, starring
Keep going.
one of the cast members of Uncle Buck.
Ooh.
Home Alone?
Yeah.
Oh.
Home Alone was number 1 at $285 million.
What
And
about-
that was 1990.
Was that about the time Dances with Wolves came out?
It was, because that was number 3, $184 million.
All right.
Brad Pitt?
We're missing the deuce. Kevin Costner. Did you say Brad Pitt?
Was that?
Kevin Costner.
What am I
Kevin
thinking
Costner
of?
and Dances with the Wolves.
What was the Brad Pitt one?
I have no idea.
Oh, you do. You know.
With wolves?
I don't know.
Snatch?
That's in? Yeah.
Snatch
Like
wolves? Like dags?
The Smiths. What's number 2? I'm dying to know.
Number 2 is Ghost.
Ah.
$217 million.
That's with Brad Pitt.
No. No. Patrick Swayze.
Gotcha.
Which is an actor from another previous movie we've done. Patrick Swayze.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that movie.
Johnny Castle.
That guy.
The Electric Hips.
Fucking Predator.
Dreamy.
Now,
Dreamy Predator.
Mhm.
Pretty Woman is the second highest grossing Julia Roberts movie.
Ooh,
Any
this one's gonna
idea
be
what
tough.
one movie performed better?
No.
Let's see. Throw out a hint.
It's an ensemble cast.
Steel Magnolias.
Nope.
Oh, that's an ensemble cast.
I didn't see that.
We Are the World.
I'll tell you what. The one I'm thinking, number 1 has Brad Pitt.
It does?
Yes.
Oh, so I can't make that joke.
Oh, what is it?
Ocean's 11.
Oh, I never
Okay.
saw that either.
Okay.
They had
Oh, really? Oh,
$183 million.
That's a good one.
Is it a good
Yeah,
one?
you got to watch that
Yeah,
one.
her other remaining top 5: Runaway Bride at $152 million, Aaron Brockovich at $125 million, and Ocean's 12 at $125 million.
Damn.
Richard Gere, I'm not going to make you guess anything. This was his top rated or top grossing movie
Yeah.
of his whole career.
He was also in, we'll get to it, Officer and a Gentleman.
Yeah, he was in Officer and Gentleman.
Yeah. One of my favorite movies as a kid. Adolescent.
Mayonnaise.
No, not that one. First Night. First Night with Julia Ormond
And Sean Connery?
and Sean Connery.
That's one of your favorite movies.
Oh, that was a great movie when I was
Is
15.
that, but
15?
that's like the King Arthur movie with everyone has a goddamn pistol crossbow.
Yeah, that's it.
Even when I was a kid, I'm like, no, that's dumb.
Yeah, but it's a good movie.
All right. Well, that topic aside, Justin, tell us what people thought about Pretty Woman.
It blows my mind that it made so much money because it's not very well reviewed. So Rotten Tomatoes has a score of 64% based on 78 reviews by critics and a popcorn meter of 68%. And of course, it's over 250,000 viewer ratings. So it's a solid D.
I would not have guessed those numbers.
I would not have either,
No.
especially after hearing how much it made.
That and how much it became a part of our pulp culture.
Yeah. There's actually one of the reviews I pulled it and put it in my notes because it was just really funny. This is a textbook example of how perfect casting can elevate a film beyond the limitations of its premise and plot.
Oh, I fully agree with that.
This premise and plot is one that's been rehashed
Oh, big time.
hundreds of times.
And I would
Big
also
time.
be, we always talk about this. It'd be curious to know when these reviews came in. Because I can imagine, especially in today's post-Me Too era, that the criticism of this movie could be much harsher
For sure.
than would have been when it first came out.
Mm-hmm. Without a doubt.
Yeah, I did read a lot of criticisms coming from that direction and that angle. And then I read a lot of contrarian criticisms against the criticisms coming from that angle.
Isn't that how it always goes?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah. You can't hate the movie because I hate the movie because of this. Not that.
That's not the reason not to like the movie. This is the reason not to like the movie.
Right. We can't agree that we don't like the movie. We have to disagree on why.
It's weird how we're all so different.
Wow. Yeah. And sometimes we don't allow each other to be different.
Right.
Respect.
You ought to write a song about that.
Somebody should.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
We only know how to spell it.
RESPECQ?
Hey, someday you're going to find out what it means to me.
Sock it to me.
Well, this movie...
And put some stank on it.
This movie was written by J.F. Lawton. And the original script title was 3000.
Yep, in reference to the money.
Which refers to the amount that Edward pays Vivian for the week. But there was a very different, tone to it.
I heard it was much darker.
Yeah, Edward and Vivian do not fall in love. Vivian does not get rescued. He leaves her with the money. She returns to her life. And it really is much more of a commentary on transactional relationships rather than a fairy tale.
Yeah.
All right.
But then
Disney stepped in.
Disney got a hold of it. Yeah.
They're like, hey, guys. Hey, you know what? Maybe we need to cute this up a bit.
Are you sure Steven Spielberg didn't have a hand in this?
Well, I don't know. But when I want to, what's interesting to me, though, of all the things in the research I came across while reading deeper into this movie, the one fact that really tickled my fancy the most,
Mm-hmm.
the writer's only previous credit was that he wrote and directed Cannibal Women in the Avocado Jungle of Death.
Shut up.
That sounds made up.
It's not.
Wow.
It does. It sounds like one of the games that Seth would play with us.
Has anybody seen that?
No.
It starred Shannon Tweed,
Oh.
Adrienne Barbeau,
Mm-hmm.
and Bill Maher.
I bet there were a bunch of boobs in it.
There had to have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because was Shannon Tweed ever in a movie where she didn't bear it?
I don't know who that is.
Oh.
But just the title alone
Yeah.
suggests that it's a B movie full of boobs.
Full of avocados.
And a jungle of death.
Right.
Damn, jungles of death.
But yeah,
Those are
he
the
goes
worst.
from writing and directing Cannibal Women in the Avocado Jungle of Death to writing Pretty Woman,
Oh.
the highest grossing romantic comedy of its time.
That's
That's-
hilarious.
Was he good or did he just get lucky? He strike gold here.
Well, we can maybe read into a little bit from his following credits.
Okay.
He's also the writer of Blank Man, Under Siege,
Oh,
Uh-huh.
jeez.
and he was the creator of the Pamela Anderson TV show VIP.
So he was a boob guy. He was a boob guy.
Oh, who's the guy under siege?
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
No, it was Steven Seagal.
Steven
Steven
Seagal.
Seagal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steven Seagal. Oh, the lady jumping out of the cake?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
wasn't
On the ship?
Tommy Lee Jones was in that too, I
He
think.
was.
Oh,
Where did
bad move.
they get a big giant cake on a naval ship? I don't know.
I mean, you got to have,
These are the questions you ask.
you gotta have
Right.
bakers on there, right?
The movie was directed by Gary Marshall, who was already a bit of a hit maker, but more on TV. He was the creator of Happy Days, Mork and Mindy, and Laverne and Shirley.
Okay.
Huh. Well, I'll tell you what, when worlds collide, you have like the family guy and you have the B-roll movie boob guy.
Right.
And they come together and make a fairy tale about a prostitute.
Yeah.
So this was Touchstone Pictures,
Uh-huh.
and Touchstone was Disney's foray into,
More mature audience movies.
right, I was going to say adult movies, but not that kind
Not
of adult.
that kind of
Not
adult.
that kind of, I'd watch it. Anyways, yeah, so yeah, this was their foray into not kids movies.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's why they tweaked it from its original darker 3000
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
days. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm just curious. I just would like to know what that first draft was and who looked at that and said, you know what? This guy that wrote about the avocado death jungle, I think he's got something here.
Right. And to be honest with you, too, like if you had that idea anyway, why don't you just write it yourself? Like, why are you giving another screenwriter some credit?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it seems miles away from what it originally intended to be.
That's crazy what it was.
Yeah, interesting.
But Gary Marshall, throughout his film work, he always brings warmth and optimism and loves having big emotional payoffs and character-first storytelling. Some of his other movies, Beaches with Bette Midler, Exit to Eden, Runaway Bride, which also featured both Richard Gere and Julia Roberts, The Princess Diaries, Valentine's Day, New Year's Eve, and Mother's Day. Apparently got hung up on holidays there towards the end.
I'd not heard of Mother's Day.
No.
I've heard of the others, but I haven't.
They're all kind of the same basic idea. They said that ensemble cast, interwoven storylines.
A Lifetime movie?
Brought to the big screen, my friend.
Yeah.
But anyway, now that we've talked about who is behind the camera, let's talk about who's in front of the camera. Who you got, Justin?
All right, first up I have Vivian Ward, played by Julia Roberts.
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for two.
Vivian is a sharp, street-smart Hollywood Boulevard sex worker with a huge heart, unstoppable laugh, and zero patience for snobs. She transforms from outsider to absolute scene stealer while somehow keeping the fairy tale grounded in real emotion.
She provides the emotional core of the movie.
She does.
And I love that she does it by performing in a way that balances toughness, humor, and vulnerability.
Yeah, she conveyed all three, for sure.
I really liked her journey of who she was at the beginning, and in a week, who she was after that week. About, self-pride and confidence. I liked seeing her character change and grow and learn, but there is a moral fabric that stayed the same from beginning to end.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty neat to see the growth, but yet still see some foundation be the same.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Julia Roberts earned an Academy Award nomination and actually won the Golden Globe for this role. But she was not their first pick.
Ooh, who was it?
So before Julia Roberts, several actresses were considered and were even attached to the movie. Molly Ringwald.
Oh.
Meg Ryan.
Oh.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh.
And Daryl Hannah.
Okay. Molly Ringwald would have been a bad choice.
Oh, terrible choice.
Yeah. It is really hard to think of this character and not think of Julia Roberts.
Right, yeah.
Just really hard to think of a different actress playing that part.
She did such a good job in this. Like, she was good from beginning to end. Like, there was never a part where I was like, oh, that was, like, you should have taken another take on that one.
The problem I have with each of these potential choices, Julia Roberts does a really good job at the cute, funny, but she also does a good job at the seductive, hot as hell.
Yes.
And she does a good job at the serious, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did get that too.
And I don't, while each one of these other actresses can bring one of the 3 or 4 criteria, maybe even 2, I can't think that any of them bring them all.
No. Especially, like, okay, Meg Ryan's another bad choice.
Yeah, because
I don't think
she could bring the cute and funny.
Yeah.
I don't know that at least at that point in her career, I don't think she could bring the hot as hell and seductive.
I don't see her as sexy. I just don't.
I see her as cute.
Yeah, she's
but
cute.
Yeah, not
very cute.
Not that dripping, sexy,
right?
Elegant. Yeah. I mean, Julia Roberts. Come on. She pulled off the slutty hot, and she pulled off the elegant, classy hot.
She did, yeah.
And that's a huge jump.
Yeah,
and
it's a spectrum.
It is, and I don't think many actors or actresses can pull that off.
I mean, she was of the options, clearly turned out to be the best choice.
And this really was the springboard
for
her career.
Because she was only 21 at the point she was cast. And yeah, things just kind of opened up from there. Other roles she would become known for, a couple of them we already talked about: Erin Brockovich, Ocean's 11, My Best Friend's Wedding, Steel Magnolias.
One of my favorites, Notting Hill.
Notting Hill, yeah.
I love that movie.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Oh, dude, do you love the rom-com?
I do.
You would love that.
Yeah?
My personal favorite is Flatliners.
Flatlanders. I never saw that.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
You know, okay. Well, that's going to throw a wrench into some things later on. But anyway, no. But I mean, she's just covers such a spectrum and does so well.
She does, yeah.
All right. Well, who else we got?
And next up, I have Edward Lewis, played by Richard Gere.
You look great. You look like a lady. You're going to have a wonderful time. Okay, don't fidget and smile.
All right. Edward is a ruthless corporate raider who buys and dismantles companies for profit until he accidentally purchases a week-long crash course in feelings, spontaneity, and not negotiating every human interaction like a hostile takeover.
All right, so I think Richard Gere's a bit of a one-note actor.
I would agree 100%.
Mm-hmm. And I think in this role, that was a benefit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was supposed to be this one-note,
Right.
set in my ways, I do this all the time, I do this. And in the growth of his character, incrementally small,
Right.
but noticeable because he was so...
Robotic.
Yeah, I was going to say flat, but robotic's a good word.
And you know, Officer and a Gentleman. There are moments in Officer and Gentleman where you see Richard Gere break down,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not pretty.
No.
Like when he's bawling in the rain,
Mm-hmm.
Louis Gossett Jr. screaming at him. It's like, come on, this is blubbering. It's not even endearing.
That may have been when I first fell in love with Lou Gossett Jr.
Mayonnaise.
That's right, mayonnaise. Yeah, so the casting choice I think worked out really well. Do I think he's a great actor? No.
No, not really.
But I thought what he does do well, he did well in this movie.
Fully agree. Interestingly, he initially passed on the movie.
Really?
Yeah, I read this.
And it wasn't until he was in a meeting with Julia Roberts, who apparently reportedly slid a note across the table that said, "Please say yes," that he agreed to do it.
No kidding. Well, it's a good thing he did, considering this was the highest grossing movie he ever was in.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it did pretty well for him.
Yeah, I'm sure. Were there any other dudes for this part?
That I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't see anything about that when I did my research either.
I think you could have had other actors potentially play this. But I think what he brought to the table worked well for the role.
Yeah, totally agree.
Other things you might know him from, as we mentioned, Officer and a Gentleman, Chicago, Runaway Bride, and Primal Fear.
And First Night.
Yeah, First Night. That's also a movie.
I was so impressionable then.
All right, who else we got?
Next up, I have Kit DeLuca, played by Laura San Giacomo.
$50, Grandpa. For 75, the wife can watch.
Ooh-wee. Kit is Vivian's fast-talking best friend and fellow hustler, delivering chaotic energy, brutally honest advice, and the kind of tough love friendship that feels like it came straight from the streets.
Annoying.
Really?
I didn't care for this character.
Oh, I love Kit.
Do you?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it's not, I don't think it would have helped to make it a better movie if there was more of her.
Right.
But I still wish there was more of her in this movie.
Really?
I thought she was delightful. She's a spark plug.
I think it was the gum chewing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, Seth, though, that's like the thing is when you know they did it just enough.
Yeah.
When you're still, man, there should have been more. But really, you're just like, if there was more, I would have hated her.
Yeah, I mean, you might be right. But I think that I thought she was fun. But I love a chaos agent.
You do. And she was the yin to the yang. So she did have an important role to play. And she was that yin to the yang.
Yeah.
Pretty well.
She also snorted up all their rent money.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
That made me not like her from the get-go.
But she's going to cosmetology school at the end.
Yeah, right.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
She's going to get high and she's going to end up in the dumpster just like that other girl did.
Damn it, Kit.
Yeah. Other things you might know her from, Sex, Lies, and Videotape. She was also on the TV show Just Shoot Me. And she was a recurring actress on NCIS.
I remember Just Shoot Me. That was the David Spade, right?
Think so.
Yeah. Oh, and she was Mia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Nice. I remembered a thing.
She was Kit. She was Mia.
Kitten Mia.
Yeah, that fits.
It's like a Nickelodeon show back in the 90s.
Kitten Mia.
Who else we got?
All right, next up I have Barney Thompson, played by Hector Elizondo.
It must be difficult to let go of something so beautiful.
It is. Barney is the impeccably professional Beverly Wilshire hotel manager who clocks a situation instantly and becomes the fairy godfather of etiquette, quietly guiding Vivian through high society without ever judging her. Kind of.
Love this guy.
He was good.
Yeah.
He was a class act.
He was a class act. And you didn't think so at first.
No, I thought he was going to be a real big dick.
He kind of seemed like he was going to be Snooty McTuderson. Right? But he turned out to be just an even-keeled, downright decent guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That we should all strive to be a bit more like.
I second that.
I agree, yeah.
Yeah, he was solid. I liked him. He was one of those actors who portrayed that character that I'm like, I know him.
Yeah.
You know, where's he from? And then when I did a little bit more research, I figured out, oh, yeah, he's from that. Yeah.
So what is it that you knew him from?
The Princess Diaries.
Ah!
Okay. Come on, I had daughters.
See, I remember him from the TV show Chicago Hope.
All right, yeah. He was also in Runaway Bride.
Yeah, maybe. I know that he was in a couple different Gary Marshall movies.
Yeah, they were tied at the hip. Yeah.
All right. Well, who else?
Last on my list is Philip Stuckey, played by Jason Alexander.
She's a whore, man. She's a goddamn... Ah!
Fucking Philip. Philip is Edward's sleazy lawyer whose smug corporate shark vibe turns increasingly uncomfortable, proving that not everyone in expensive suits deserves redemption.
He was a piece of shit.
He was a sleazeball.
I could not stand him one bit.
Which made me think the actor did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Now,
he did.
It's hard now separating him from George Costanza.
Right.
Wait. This was George Costanza?
This was a younger, slightly more hair, not quite as round.
Oh man, how did I not put that together?
Yeah. but playing the sleazeball, yeah, he was pretty sleazy, and he was pretty I don't know, pretty believable at that.
Yeah, but there was definitely still some can't stand you in his character.
There was, yeah. Uh-huh.
But yeah, just the movie needed a villain.
Mm-hmm.
And this was the one we got. There was no complexity to his villainy. He was just a wretched human being.
Yeah, he's just straight up
I would have
scumbag.
liked maybe a little bit more backstory on him. You know, in the movie it says they've been together 10 years. He's the attorney.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked a little more backstory on his hot ass wife, the aerobics instructor.
You want the story of her back? Yeah, you know, a lot of those people, especially in the parties and the polo match, a lot of those wives were just there because of the money.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they talked about it openly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, you know, Jason Alexander's not the most attractive guy on the planet, but that money, he was a very wealthy man.
Oh, yeah, and you could definitely outkick your coverage with that kind of, payroll.
Right. Yeah.
But even in the very opening moments of the movie, where we start things off at the party at his house, someone comes up to him and is like, "Oh, great party." He's like, "Oh yeah, my wife did a lot of hard work. She called a caterer." It's like, come on, dude, you did jack shit.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing like putting down the old wife.
Asshat.
I just kept waiting for him to like run into the room going, "I was in the pool. I was in the pool."
The sea was angry that day, my friend.
It's like lobster shrinks.
Other things you might know him from, as we mentioned, Seinfeld. And you also might know Jason Alexander from the movie Shallow Hal. And one of his more recent works, the Dunkin' Donuts Goodwill Dunkin' commercial that aired during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he was in that.
Oh yeah, he was.
One of the better commercials during the Super Bowl, I thought, because it had so many throwback people in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny. My oldest daughter, she was in town and we were watching the Super Bowl. my wife and I were giggling at the commercial with all the people and the references and, Urkel and Cheers and all these references of the shows that we watched growing up. And Paige sat there on the couch, and after the commercial, she's like, I don't get it. And I said, you're not supposed to get it. Right. We're supposed to get it.
This is for us.
Yeah.
Not for you.
We're the people who spend the money. They get it.
All right, well, now that we've covered who's in the movie, let's take a moment.
Oh, it's beer time.
And go back to beer time. So we're on to beer number 2 of the podcast. Vanilla Dream Ale from Hand of Fate Brewing Company. Brian, this was your pick. Tell us all about it.
All right, from Hand of Fate Brewing Company. This is the Vanilla Dream Ale, and I picked it because of the word dream. You know,
what's your dream?
Yeah, our introduction to Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh, Happy Man?
Yeah, is the gentleman who opens and closes the movie.
Does indeed.
Yeah, Vanilla Dream Ale. This is a vanilla cream ale. And it's very vanilla-y.
Mm-hmm.
It's smooth. It's kind of light. You know, a lot of times a cream ale really fills your mouth with that cream feel.
Right, yeah.
This is a little thin.
Yeah, it's pretty thin.
A little thin, little vanilla-y. But granted, I'm a quarter of the way in. Maybe at the last quarter, my palate will adjust a little bit, and it'll be better. But it's okay.
I don't hate it. I wouldn't buy it again.
I'm completely in agreement with you. It's not off-putting, but it's not exciting.
No, it's not.
And we've had other beers from Hand of Fate Brewing before. We had
been fantastic.
The Double Bean Dream a few episodes back, which was really good. The coffee blend, the coffee cream ale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is a couple steps down from that.
I'd agree.
So when we were brewing and we brewed our cream ale, was amazing.
Yep.
And that's kind of what I pictured the feeling in my mouth would be, and it's just not there.
Right.
Like there's a cream ale done really well is an experience.
Like the Love Gun that we've had. You know, that's a very good cream ale. It's creamy and it coats your mouth.
Right.
This one finishes pretty clean for a cream ale.
It does. Like I said, don't hate it.
Hey, newsflash. Brian bought a beer that's meh.
It's okay.
At least I'm consistent.
It's on brand.
Yes.
All right, what do you guys say we move on to the nitty-gritty of Pretty Woman?
Let's dive into this fairy tale.
The nitty-gritty pretty?
Yeah, well, we start things off with our introduction to Edward Lewis, who is clearly a very important man at a very stuffy party.
Ugh.
And our first introduction to him is him arguing with his girlfriend over the phone. And I gotta say, it's less than heated.
I told my secretary to make the arrangements. Didn't she call you?
Yes, she did. I speak to your secretary more than I speak to you.
I see.
I have my own life too, you know, Edward.
This is a very important week for me. I need you here.
But you never give me any notice. You just think I'm at your beck and call.
I do not believe that you are at my beck and call.
Yes, you
Well,
do.
that's the way you always make me feel. Maybe I should just move out.
If that's what you want, yes.
All right, when you get back to New York, we'll discuss.
Now is as good a time as any.
That's fine with me, Edward. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Jessica.
And I love that you clearly hear the click that she hung up, and then he's like, "Goodbye, Jessica."
You know, this really goes to solidify his lack of emotions.
Oh, big time.
That was
Neither person in this relationship, I think, had a emotion between them,
right.
Because she sounded like just the time and temperature operator.
Right? Yeah. So this went a long way to set who this character is.
Yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
big time.
Yeah. Everything is business.
You knew what you were getting.
Business.
It was a business relationship with his girlfriend, not a loving relationship.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I that term though, beck and call. They bring it up,
Multiple times.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it gets brought up again later.
It's a theme.
And I think really it is that makes it very clear what Edward expects, that he essentially wants his girlfriend to be a borderline employee.
Absolutely. And that's brought up also.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this really sets the stage for who he is. And what he is.
But Edward's so busy that he can't stick around at this party, so he decides to leave.
He doesn't strike me as a party guy.
No.
I don't want to go to that party.
I don't either.
I was thinking, like, if that's what parties are like when you're rich, I don't want to be there.
But did you see all the chicks?
There were chicks, but every guy was in a suit. I don't want to be in a suit.
No. There are
good.
That party had too many of my no's. Suits, no. Crowds, no. Douchebags, no. Fuck that. I'm going to that party.
I don't want to be there.
I'll hold the fort for you guys.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go.
You let us know how it goes.
Yeah, I'll go, and then I'll say my car's blocked in, and I'll steal somebody's Lotus.
Yeah. Because Edward wants to leave, but his limousine is blocked in.
Yep.
Now, Edward's the most important person at this party. You think that maybe there would have been some communication made to the valet team to, hey, make sure that Mr. Lewis's limousine isn't parked in.
Or Mr. Lewis could have said, hey, driver, I'm good at the Irish goodbye.
Yeah.
Right.
Make sure we're hot and ready to roll.
Or just circle the block. I'm just going to pop in for a little bit. Don't park. Keep the car moving. I'll be out in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But that's not what happened.
Nope.
So instead, he decides, you know what? I'm going to take my douchebag lawyer's car for a ride.
A Lotus Esprit.
A spree.
Now, I don't know much about Lotus Esprits, but I'll say it looks like a badass little ride.
Okay, so the Lotus was always known for a very high top-end speed, very good handling, but it really didn't have a whole lot of torque. It wouldn't win you many races off the line.
Okay.
All right.
That's what I know about the Lotus.
Did it handle like it was on rails?
Well, we'll get to that.
Well, Edwards, so he takes the Lotus Esprit with no clue of where he's going, or quite frankly, any clue how to drive the damn thing. He is absolutely
grinding gears.
Yeah, he's not finding it. He's definitely grinding it. And he gets totally lost trying to make his way back to Beverly Hills.
Yep, to his hotel.
Cut to our introduction to Vivian. And we see Vivian getting ready for the night. She's getting dressed, sharpieing her boots, zipping them up with a safety pin. She finds that the rent money is missing. So she has to sneak out via the fire escape. And then she meets up with her roommate, Kit, who is a fellow lady of the night.
At the bar, the Blue Banana?
That sounds correct.
Blue Banana.
Yeah, the Blue Banana.
All right. I did not notice that.
Club. Kit apparently spent the rent money on drugs.
She's high. And hungry.
All kinds of messed
Need it
up.
for a party.
Yep.
But they go out to claim their stake on the Hollywood Boulevard, their declared territory on the Boulevard of Stars.
Yep.
And Edward pulls up, struggling with the Lotus. Vivian goes up to the window, and she sees the opportunity to do a bit of business.
It's here somewhere.
Hey, Sugar, you looking for a date?
No, I want to find Beverly Hills. Can you give me directions?
Sure. For $5.
Ridiculous.
Price just went up to 10.
You can't charge me for directions.
I can do anything I want to, baby. I ain't lost.
All right, okay. All right, you win, I lose. Can change for 20?
For 20, I'll show you personal. Even show you where the stars live.
Oh, that's all right. I've already been to Salone's.
Right. Down the street, make a right. Lights. Lights would be good here.
And she actually ends up driving him after a little while to the Regent Beverly Wilshire Hotel.
I want to show you what this car can do.
Yeah.
And she does.
Because
She knows
apparently
a lot about cars.
Because apparently she went to high school with a bunch of guys who read a lot of car magazines, so therefore she's an expert through osmosis about all things vehicular.
Yeah.
Maybe she read those magazines too. You know?
Maybe,
Maybe
she
it's all
took an
those-
interest.
Maybe it's all those boys in high school, all they talked about.
Maybe she just hung out and fixed cars with him. We don't know.
Yeah,
They didn't get into it.
You know, it's a standard H.
that's
Stick shift.
that's the scuttlebutt.
He- Tells them that since it's a race car, the pedals are small.
Yeah,
Well,
and
maybe she just hung out and fixed cars with him. We don't know. Yeah, they didn't get into it. You know, it's a standard H.
That's
Made more for a woman's feet.
Yeah.
Except for hers.
She has big feet.
She has big feet.
Size 9.
You water ski on those things.
So they get to the hotel, and after a bit of talking, Edward, he's asked already, like, how much does she charge? And she says $100. He's like, oh, $100 for a night? No, $100 for an hour.
You make $100 an hour and you got a safety pin holding your boot up? You gotta be joking.
I never joke about money.
Neither do I. $100 an hour. Pretty stiff.
Here it is.
Well, no. But it's got potential.
Good on you, Vivian.
You letting a hooker reach over and grab your junk?
I mean,
I don't know. I mean, at that point, I'm not planning on having her up for the night.
she's in the car, like, what are you gonna stop her? You're gonna be like, stop it.
I'm gonna be like, oh, hey, I'm not giving you any money. This is
it's a freebie.
Yeah. It's my birthday.
First hit's free.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they get to the hotel, and Edward does eventually,
Hey, Justin.
come around to inviting her up.
Justin, do you like how Seth didn't answer that question?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a single man in a car with a hot ass chick. If he has no intention of procuring her services at this point, he didn't invite her hand to his crotchal area.
True.
It just ended up there. Yeah, I mean, okay, fine. Roll with it.
Mm-hmm.
It was his choice after that, what he did.
That's true. Maybe it was one of the things she did that endeared her to him early on. Who knows?
Maybe he's just never encountered a woman who is willing to be bold like this. Up to this point, his expectation is that women should be at his beck and call.
True.
Right.
So now Vivian's turning that on its head.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
She is bold. She is taking control.
She's brazen.
And he's like, you know what? This is not my norm, but it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just forgot what fun is, and he's just kind of like, you know what? Let's just roll with this a bit.
I could see that.
Maybe he just wants his pee-pee touched.
Which isn't never a bad thing anyway. Is there?
Hey, Justin, where's your hand?
Wouldn't you like to know?
$100 an hour, baby.
Both you guys have both hands on the table.
You don't.
I don't.
You want to go skiing?
Woo!
Yeah. So up in the penthouse, Vivian busts out a cornucopia of condoms.
Yep.
She does. She's well protected.
She's a safety girl. God bless her.
Mm-hmm.
But Edward's, he's just not in any rush.
Listen, I appreciate this whole seduction scene you've got going, but let me give you a tip. I'm a sure thing, okay? So I'm on an hourly rate. Could we just move along?
Somehow I'm sensing that this time problem is a major issue with you. Why don't we just get through that right now?
Great, let's get started.
How much for the entire night?
Stay here. We couldn't afford it.
Try me.
$300.
Done.
How does she go from $100 an hour to an entire night for $300?
She's not good at math.
Because I would at least say 800. Right?
She's bad at sales.
Well, how many tricks do you think she can turn a night?
I mean, if she's doing one every hour.
Is that feasible?
You got a
I
lunch.
don't know.
You got to take a lunch break in there somewhere too.
Yeah.
It's a
And
union break house.
Union break ball.
You probably need to have some amount of buffer between your appointments.
You got to clean up between each.
Clean up and prep.
Do you think they really clean up?
God, I'd hope so.
Like the ones on Hollywood Boulevard? You really think?
That's Hollywood Boulevard, maybe. Are they a higher class? I don't have any hooker experience, so I don't know.
either, but I just assume. I'm making assumptions. I'm making an ass out of me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, regardless, to say that only 3 times your hourly rate for an 8-hour, that's you're selling yourself short.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's not good at math. This is a business opportunity she's not had before. Not really thinking things through clearly. And definitely displays her naivete
Mm-hmm.
when her first statement is, you wouldn't be able to afford it.
Right.
Have you not looked around?
Look at the hotel you're in.
He just got champagne and strawberries for a hooker.
In the car that he was driving.
Yeah, and he doesn't drink.
Right.
$300 isn't an issue for him. But
Right.
again, so this just clearly shows she is not connected and not really thinking things through at the level of where she's at.
Right.
So just as he's never been in this situation with a prostitute, is it socially acceptable to say hooker? Or is that like derogatory?
I think it's derogatory. I think we should say sex worker.
Sex worker?
Isn't that what they say now?
I believe it is.
Yeah. Okay.
So just as she is not familiar with this whole situation as a sex worker, he is equally
You mean hooker?
as inexperienced dealing with a sex worker.
Yeah. I
And
think
it
it's
shows
I think
on
it's
both
a
sides.
bit of naivete on both sides.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Which is kind of fun.
Yeah, and so they're feeling each other out.
I like it.
Not that way yet. And yeah, it's an awkward alien situation. And they're both processing it in their own ways.
I like the part when she was doing the condom thing and she explains no kissing on the lips.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, neither do I.
Yeah.
It tells it tells us, the audience, a bit about his character being ineffectual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Mhm.
Agreed.
Ultimately, now that the time limit's off the table, she's makes herself a little picnic on the carpet. She's watching reruns of I Love Lucy. He's making phone calls and handling paperwork, doing their normal things, almost like an old married couple.
Mm-hmm.
But also,
chilling in the hotel.
Also staring at her like he's like a real creeper.
Well, I think
he's like intrigued by her.
because
Like
he
she's into the
is.
news.
Because she's so different than anything he's ever experienced.
he doesn't know what to do. Because everyone in his life up to this point has just kissed his ass
Mhm.
and done what he wanted them to do. And he's in a situation right now where I think he doesn't even know what's on the menu.
Right.
Which is a real juxtaposition. Because if you think with a sex worker, you're paying for her time, she's going to do whatever you want her to do.
Right.
But at the same time, he has no idea what to have her do.
Right.
Yeah, it's really, really interesting conundrum there.
It is.
And that emotion and that feeling is palpable,
Mm-hmm.
which I credit to the actors.
Yeah.
And I kind of wonder also if his girlfriend from the phone would have came. Is this basically what she would have done? Just sat around looking sexy while he made business calls?
Mm-hmm. Probably.
I don't know. Or would she have gone down to the bar, done her own thing? I don't know.
She may have gone to Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh, maybe. Supplement her income.
But eventually Vivian does get to business and takes control of the situation.
What do you want?
What do you do?
Everything. But I don't kiss on the mouth.
Neither do I.
Yep, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then they get it on.
Oh, snap.
They do.
And they set the foundation of their transactional relationship.
How did that wig stay on?
I don't know how wigs work.
I don't either.
Because there's a lot of hair that was underneath that wig.
There was so much hair under there.
I feel like physics alone, that thing would have just propelled off her head.
Yeah, at the slightest bump or nudge.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, things I don't know as a man. Things I'm also okay not knowing as a man.
Yeah.
The next morning, Edward, he presents Vivian with a bit of a business proposition.
Would you consider spending the week with me? I will pay you to be at my beck and call.
Ooh.
Beck and call.
Look, I'd
there it
love
is.
to be your beck and call girl, but you're a rich, good-looking guy. You could get a million girls free.
I want a professional. Don't need any romantic hassles this week.
If you're talking 24 hours a day, it's gonna cost you.
Oh, yes, of course. All right, here we go. Give me a ballpark figure. How much?
6 full nights, days to 4,000.
6 nights at 300 is 1,800.
You want days too?
2,000.
3,000.
Done.
Holy shit!
She's so damn cute.
Yes, she is.
My goodness.
And I love even in the moments before this interaction where she's in the bathtub singing along to Kiss by Prince.
Uh-huh.
Oh, singing horribly.
Horribly, but it's probably my favorite rendition of that song.
Yeah, it was good. It was cute.
It was cute.
Everything she did was cute.
So, yeah, Edward also, now that they've got their $3,000 agreement, he's out the door going on about his business. He gives her money, though, to buy some suitable clothes for some business events.
Dinner.
Yeah. To get, they might have to go out, might have to do some things. So get some non-horror clothes.
Yeah.
So you can be presentable.
You don't look like a hooker or
Yeah.
sex worker
Yeah.
or prostitute. Call girl. Lady of the night.
Did you say horror?
They were a little whorish.
Do you remember the last time that I called? Who was it? I called one of them. I was during Halloween. You said horror. And I said, was she a horror? I said, did you say horror? And he was like, horror. And I said, well, she was a whore. And you're like, no, I would never say that. You just did.
Well,
I guess it's okay when it's just a hooker.
It was an adjective, not a noun. The clothes were a little hoary.
You know the beer I was going to bring until I found this one?
Huh.
Ho Garden. I should have.
That would have been
It
funny.
would have gone great with this conversation. And it wouldn't be so vanilla-y.
No vanilla conversations here.
Right.
So anyway, this leads to Vivian going down a Rodeo Drive.
Pocket full of cash.
Pocket full of cash. And she goes into the first store and she's just dismissed by some very rude salespeople.
Snooty.
You got nice stuff.
Thank you.
How much is this?
I don't think this would fit you.
Well, I didn't ask if it would fit. I asked how much it was.
How much is this, Marie?
It's very expensive.
It's very expensive.
Look, I got money to spend in here.
I don't think we have anything for you.
Oh, dang.
You're obviously in the wrong place.
Obviously.
Please leave.
Beverly Hills folks are assholes.
Bitches leave.
So Vivian leaves feeling dejected.
Yep, goes back to the hotel.
Goes back to the hotel, and it's where, hotel manager Barney has to step in. And he notices Vivian definitely stands out amongst their very austere clientele.
Yeah.
And, basically tells her, Mr. Lewis is a very special client. And for special clients, we're willing to be extra accommodating for their special friends.
Mm-hmm.
And
relatives.
yes. And, Vivian says, I'm his niece. And he's like, oh, of course you are. Of course you're his niece. and ends up helping her out because, we want to maintain appearances. And she's like, well, I tried to get something fancier, but they kicked me out of the store. And so Barney makes a phone call. She goes shopping.
He gave her the old bippity boppity boop.
Yeah. Little magical fairy godmother.
Yeah, absolutely. He was the fairy godmother of this story.
He was.
Mm-hmm.
So Vivian gets herself some fine, fancy duds, but then she finds out she got to go to dinner that night at a fancy restaurant. She realizes, I have no idea what to do at a fancy restaurant. And again, goes to Barney to provide a bit of tutelage.
All right, Miss Vivian, one more time. Dinner napkin.
Dinner napkin. Lay gently in the lap.
Good. Elbows off the table. Don't slouch. Shrimp fork. Salad fork. Dinner fork.
A lot of damn forks.
There are. You guys ever been to a dinner like that where there's more like silverware than
No.
I've been to a couple.
courses? Yeah, I have too. It's interesting to figure out.
Does anybody care what fork you actually use? Like, is that
Yeah.
a thing?
Yes.
That's a thing.
Really?
Yeah. That's a thing.
That's a place I don't want to go.
I would also
then.
say the people who do care about that, you shouldn't care about.
Right.
Well, yeah, but
They're
that just
pretentious
means-
dicks.
That just means I wouldn't go to a place like that.
No.
But to fit in, the secret is you just wait
Work
and
your
watch
way from outside in.
outside in. But then there's that the utensil at the top of the plate. Also, maybe sometimes a dessert or a amuse-bouche utensil. So yeah, it can get tricky. But you just kind of watch and see what other people do, and you do that.
Yeah, I had a not incredibly dissimilar situation that just within this last week.
Yeah.
Was actually at a restaurant with a coworker. And, I've seen edamame on a menu. I don't know how many times.
Mm-hmm.
I've never actually ordered it.
Yeah, did you?
We got it.
Yeah.
And so I pop a whole seed pod in my mouth, and I'm just chewing away, chewing and chewing and chewing.
And
And I notice the guy I'm at dinner with pulls the seed pod out, tosses this little basket. I'm like,
Oh yeah, you just eat the.
you just eat the seeds inside the soybean. I thought you had to eat the whole fucking thing.
Gotcha.
Did not know that.
It was hard to chew, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah. It gets real fibrous.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, your whole mouth is full.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god!
It's like eating
It's
wicker.
growing.
So no, I get it. I get how you can have. It's confusing,
It's
and they make it
yeah.
incredibly confusing.
Overwhelming.
On purpose.
Yeah, just to be pretentious
For
dicks.
regular folks, don't
just
know.
to be pretentious dickholes.
To separate out the snooties
Mm-hmm. The snootiest of the snoots.
and the uncultured swine.
But they go. Edward and
That's
Vivian. They go to dinner, and they meet with Jim Morse and his grandson David. And Jim Morse is the owner of a company that Edward is planning to buy and disassemble.
Yep.
Because that's what he does.
A shipbuilding company.
Yep, they build ships, and so Edward wants to buy their company and then break it up into pieces and sell it all off to make a profit.
Mm-hmm.
And Jim Morse is an old-timey dude and not super keen of seeing his legacy be stripped and basically, broken to pieces.
Sure.
Vivian in this restaurant is an absolute duck out of water.
Big time.
But endearingly so.
Yeah.
My favorite was her face when she ate the garnish. That was hilarious.
The escargot.
A little bit of really good, even physical acting from Julia Roberts in that moment. Like, I'm sure it wasn't scripted, or even if it was just like make a face, like, ew, or whatever. And maybe it wasn't even scripted. Maybe she just ate it.
She did a really good job of playing somebody who was out of place, trying to act like they not out of place.
Right.
Yeah.
She did.
She hit that sweet spot there.
And what I appreciate is even with the old man and his grandson are at the table, they see her and know she does not belong here.
Correct.
But you can see also there's a charm that they feel from her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The old guy was super accommodating to her, and even kind of picked up the food with his fingers and ate it. So she felt, I don't know if he was supposed to, but it made it seem like, hey, it's okay.
Right. He seemed grounded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I like that guy.
But this moment of the film is actually one I have an issue with.
Okay.
So when they sit down at the table, Vivian gets up almost immediately to go use the restroom. And Edwards asks, "Would you like me to order for you?" And she says, "Yes." He orders escargot.
Mm-hmm. I think
he orders some kind of pate
Yeah.
on toast points.
Right. I think he's kind of fucking with her. I think it's a test to see how she's gonna do.
But if all she's supposed to be is his beck and call girl, you probably don't want to put her in a situation where she feels really stupid and she could cause a scene.
I think I think it's his way of being playful because he's not.
Well, I kind of think is it that he is so oblivious to what real people are that he assumes everyone has grown up eating escargot.
Yeah, it's a good point too.
That could be.
I've had escargot. We've talked about this.
Yeah, I've had it one time.
Yeah,
I've not.
You've never seen anything?
no,
I don't think so.
No, the texture's kind of weird.
Yeah,
I could imagine.
You could just blow your nose into your hand and then put a little extra salt on it. That's basically it.
Oh,
Then lick it.
That's
Just
awful.
lick it.
That's terrible. No thanks.
Yeah, it's not great.
Okay. Gross.
Yeah.
Salty snot.
Kinda.
And this is the weirdest thing about what, and I don't think that it's all rich people, right? Like it can't be every rich person is
That
eating
all
this
food
kind
is
of
like
food.
built on a dare.
Right. Because
Right.
like some of the shit is so disgusting. And you guys have tried it and it's not good.
No.
Why are you eating it? Like order a fucking pizza.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a status symbol.
Just
they're
'cause
trying
you're-
to outdo each other.
and that's fine.
Yeah.
Like for them, I guess.
It's
but
this whole notion of perceived value, because the group I'm part of, or I strive to be part of, perceives this thing to be of value. I'm going to assign that same value, so that way I feel like I'm more of a part of that group. But if I'm just being honest, yeah, give me a pepperoni pizza.
Yeah. I would rather enjoy my food. Like I would rather have something that tastes
So
good.
I'm guilty of this. I went out to dinner with some exclusive company, and we go to a very exclusive place. You know,
Uh-huh.
the kind of place where you take a sip of your water, and then some ninja waiter shows up from nowhere and refills the sip.
Yeah.
So I was a little confused, and I thought foie gras was cheese. No, but it's fattened goose liver.
Goose liver pate.
It was not so much a pate. It was a big gelatinous blob
That's disgusting.
on top of my steak.
Ew.
And I had to act like I knew what I was doing.
Mm.
So I choked that blood clot down with my steak. It was disgusting.
Oh my God, way to ruin a steak.
I know. It was rough to get through, but I did it.
Oh.
I'm not proud of it. I did it.
Man, I think I would have tried to like figure out a way to sneak that into my napkin.
Oh man. Oh, I got a bloody nose, or you sneeze and it was just a bloody gelatinous mass. It was gross. Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah.
Tasted like iron.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And see, I get the whole like I'm better than you, because even rich people compete, right? It's not like they're looking at the poor people and being like, "Oh, I know I'm better than you,"
Yeah.
but I also have to be better than the other rich people in the room. But fuck that.
Yeah.
Like if I had that kind of money, no, I'm not going there.
Right.
But
Not doing it.
we see this even with beer.
Beer snobs.
Beer snobs.
Oh, you're right.
Mhm.
That was a big thing there. For a
Yeah,
while.
if it's not, whatever the vogue thing was, everyone's like, "Oh, this is so great, ever so amazing."
I think that's how sours became a thing.
Do you remember? I don't remember the brewery, and I don't remember what kind of beer it was, but its ingredients were fallen leaves and grapevines.
Yeah.
You remember that one?
That was Scratch Brewing.
Was that Scratch
Yeah.
Brewing? Okay. No thanks.
Fallen leaves.
We're a foraging brewery.
Yeah, which, you know what? Hey, do you?
But I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I like it or that I'm even remotely interested.
No, but so many
I'm
beers.
not even curious.
Perennial was that way.
Were they?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but you always have, again, it's they create this limited edition. And it doesn't matter that whether that edition is actually good or not.
It's
Because it's limited,
Yeah.
it becomes more important.
People are lined
People
up
line up
block.
around the block for that limited edition. And then what's even better, they're not going to drink it right away, because the scuttlebutt is that if you let it age for a couple years,
You must cellar it.
yes, you must cellar it.
Nobody has a fucking cellar.
Well, I built my own cellar so I could store my selects in a dark, cool area.
Did you punch a hole in your basement wall and tunnel into it?
Honey, I'm going to go down in the crawl space.
No, it's a cellar.
And so, and then what's laughable is if they've waited 2 or 3 years to finally drink this beer, if they pop the top on it and it's fucking gross, then, oh man, I must have had a problem with the cellaring process. Or it could just be the beer sucked to begin with.
It's my fault.
It's my fault. It can't be the thing that everyone else said was great.
and overpaid for.
Yeah.
No, I will say, when I was living out in Denver, there was the Dogfish Head 120 IPA. And there's on the label, it says
brewed on,
like, cellar it for 10 years.
Really?
10 years. So I bought 2. They're very expensive, just single bottles that I bought 2. One to try right now and one to just put away, and I still have it. It's in my basement in a box somewhere. And this was 2000, Holy shit, it's almost been 10 years.
Uh-oh.
It was 2019, probably, somewhere in there. 2018, 19. So I drank the first one, and it was god awful. So bad.
Well, you didn't cellar it for 10 years.
Right, but I wanted to try it fresh. And see what, I want to see. But I still have it, never opened it. It's in my basement somewhere.
We're going to have to open it up.
When we hit that 10-year mark, we'll do it, and we'll talk about it on this show.
Well, Seth and I will talk about it on the show. You will have died from dysentery.
It's going to be bad, I bet. I don't know what 10 years in a bottle could do.
I can't imagine anything great.
I know that it was so hop forward and strong that it was like, I didn't finish it. It was that bad. It was hot. Like it just like hot liquor, kind of flavor, like nasty, just awful. So we'll see.
All right.
Can't wait. Stay tuned, listeners.
Yeah.
You only got to stick around for another 4 years. So.
Yeah. Justin, it was nice knowing you.
So anyway, yeah, the restaurant's snooty.
Mm-hmm.
Vivian, though, is super charming. And, Edward and the Morse family, they talk their business and so on and so forth. And, but ultimately, it kind of, as far as that side of things, it doesn't go well. So back at the hotel, Edward and Vivian talk out on the patio about life, his fear of heights, and personal business philosophies.
I will not let myself become emotionally involved in business.
I know. Kit's always saying to me, don't get emotional when you turn tricks. That's why no kissing. It's too personal. It's like what you're saying. You stay numb. You don't get involved. When I'm with a guy, I'm like a robot. I just do it. I mean, except for you.
Obviously.
You and I are such similar creatures, Vivian.
That was
we both
my
screw
line.
people for money.
Yeah.
This is where he first kind of gets the idea that he may not have to screw people for money.
Yeah.
Because they talk about a variety of things and, about his estranged relationship with his recently deceased father. And they start to get really personal.
Yeah.
And
they're sharing.
It gets to be a bit much for Edward. And so he excuses himself. And he says he's going to go downstairs. And after a while, Vivian searches him out. And she discovers him playing piano in the lounge.
Fun fact. The song he was playing on the piano, Richard Gere wrote himself.
I know.
He's a professional musician,
Is he
classically
really?
trained on the piano.
And so that was
Wow.
not actually in the script. That was kind of one of those moments where we're like, oh, let's just do this thing.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah,
that's
so
a neat
Gary
little
Marshall let him
tidbit.
play.
I like that.
And so he's playing piano and they have a moment, and then he tries to kiss her on the mouth, which she rebuffs because them's the rules.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then they do it on the piano.
That was pretty hot.
So
Yeah.
my question
That
is,
was pretty hot.
when he was playing the piano, there were a bunch of workers in there cleaning up.
Uh-huh.
Where'd they all go?
He told him to
He
leave.
told him to get out.
Yeah?
He said, bitches, leave.
He did say bitches leave.
Are you peeking?
Exact words.
Are you watching?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm watching. Speaking of Clarence, right now, Clarence looks like he's really trying to intimidate Uncle Buck. He's very close.
But you know what? UB doesn't look phased.
No, not at all. He's just standing there with his drill.
Mm-hmm.
No one knows this because we don't have a camera. We're not doing video on the podcast at this point. But yes, in the center of our table, we do have Pop Funkos of our two favorite characters now, Clarence Boddicker and Uncle Buck.
I just kind of assumed that was going to get cut out.
It might.
Or it might be bonus content.
Boner content.
Yeah.
Boner.
Not yet, but it's got potential.
Oh. Yeah,
like
so they've done it on the piano. It was hot.
It was hot.
Next morning, Edwardsville.
Edwardsville.
Edward Lewis.
Next morning, Edward takes Vivian shopping because he's a bit surprised that she didn't buy more clothes the first time.
Yeah.
And she's like, I wanted to, but everybody was mean to me. And he's like, fuck that. Fuck them bitches. Let's go. And so they do.
And now he's going to flex his wealthy muscles.
Yes. And so they go out to load up on fine wares and chattels.
Hey, the guy at the store.
Yeah.
What else was he in?
Well, his name is Larry Miller.
Uh-huh.
He's been in a lot of things. He was the dad in 10 Things I Hate About You.
Okay.
He was also in Best in Show. He was, you guarantee you've seen him in things.
Yeah, absolutely. He's one of those little side actors who went on to bigger and better things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so he's sucking up to Vivian and loading her up with all the things and, getting fine clothes and dresses and hats and undergarments.
Clutches, purses, all the accoutrements that go with luxury shopping.
Edward has to excuse himself, but he, leaves her with his credit card and tells the salesman to make sure she's very well sucked up to and, do your thing. And she has a great time. And as she's leaves on her way back to the hotel, she happens to pass by the store that snobbish to her.
That ran her away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so she pops in to dispense a bit of Schadenfreude.
Classic.
Hi. Hello. Do you remember me?
No, I'm sorry.
I was in here yesterday. You wouldn't wait on me?
Oh,
You work on commission, right?
yes.
Big mistake. Big. Huge. I have to go shopping now.
Pretty woman. That is a classic.
Yeah, that shopping scene with the test audiences before they released the film was a huge hit.
Yeah.
It was a lot of people's favorite part.
Okay. I can see that.
Yeah, it was fun. And I want to give a quick shout out to the soundtrack too. The music that had been playing behind the movie was awfully fun.
It was.
It was awfully dated.
Yes, big time.
But the song Roy Orbison's Pretty Woman, that's a timeless classic, so that's not so much dated. But yeah, some of the other songs were, but it was kind of fun to hear them.
Yeah.
I thought everything kind of fit.
It did fit.
Mm-hmm.
Fully agree. That evening or sometime after this, who knows when, Vivian accompanies Edward to a polo match. Philip, the lawyer, grows suspicious of Vivian whenever he sees Vivian talking with David Morse.
Maybe she's a corporate spy.
Yeah, but I mean, David's like, hey, saw you at dinner the other night. You want to meet my horse? And he's just seems like a decent guy.
Yeah, he did seem like a decent guy.
But yeah, Phillips accuses Vivian to Edward of being, a corporate spy. She's there to get information from you. And Edward dismisses Phillips' concerns and tells him that Vivian is a hooker.
So even though, and I like that part with, the guy inviting her over to the horse, because I think that we kind of touched on it a bit, like the old guy and the grandson or whatever genuinely liked her.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they weren't trying to pull something, a fast one on,
anybody. They
Edward
were just being
or
human.
whatever,
Yeah.
They just really genuinely liked her. And I thought that it was just a nice moment of the movie.
Yeah, I thought so.
She was kind of being welcomed into the fold.
Because she was charming. And she was unlike the other women who were there.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And he probably recognized it, just from dinner, that she was not a snooty person.
Right.
And it's like, hey, why don't I give you a break from these douche waffles? And let's just talk about this horse.
Which tells you a little bit about the grandson's character.
Yeah.
He seemed like a good dude.
Yeah.
So back to where you were, though. Why and I know at this point in the movie that Edward is not planning on falling in love with her and being together with her or whatever, but why would you tell Philip she's a hooker?
Because Philip made him aware of the fact that she was talking to David. And Edward didn't realize at the time he was already starting to get feelings, and he got jealous.
He did get a little jelly.
And so if she's talking to him, well, either A, he's trying to steal her from me, or B, she's talking him up for her own business. Either way, I'm pissed off, I'm hurt, I'm angry, I'm jealous. So fuck her. I'm calling her a hooker. Because he was being a bitch.
Bad move.
That, and I think he was just trying to get Philip off his back. No, she's not a corporate spy. Well, how do you know? I know. I know. How do you know? I know. And then he's like, because she's a hooker.
Man, but what a, like, you're just bringing all kinds of trouble. Especially talking to a sleazeball like him.
Yeah, definitely. You know what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
But up to this point, I don't know if he actually thinks of Philip as a sleazeball.
No. Really?
I don't think he does, because I think that he sees Philip up to this point. He's just been the tool that he is.
Yep.
And now I don't mean tool as in a douchebag, but a tool as in he's a hammer or saw that makes these deals happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, he's not taken the time, nor has he cared about the character of Philip.
Because he doesn't operate business with emotion.
Right. He just does his bidding corporate wise.
Right. And so as far as business goes, Philip is a great soldier. He does his things. Beyond that, I don't give a shit.
Right.
But yeah, Philip, though, man, he is a needy little bitch.
Oh, now you see his true colors coming out.
He's an attention-starved little fucker.
Yep. He's married, too.
Yeah.
And he has a conversation.
He does. So now that he knows, he wants to make sure Vivian knows.
That he knows. Yeah.
Having a nice time, Vivian?
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
Must be quite a change from Hollywood Boulevard, huh?
What?
Yeah, Edward told me. Hey, don't worry, your secret is safe with me. Listen, maybe you and I could get together sometime after Edward leaves.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, then we'll just have to do that, huh?
So you know what I think is really funny about polo?
What?
You have all these rich people that play it.
Yeah.
And all these rich people that are sitting there watching it.
Uh-huh.
And then they take a little break and they're like, all right, everybody come out and stomp the divots.
Uh-huh.
And I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's a polo tradition.
The sport itself put all these rich people to work.
But here's a helpful tip.
Beware the steaming divot. Okay, so they think it's fun because they don't do shit like that.
Yeah.
They don't landscape. They don't, and, you know, they preface it. You can even hear the announcer. This is what kings and queens used to do. You know, they would go out and it was a time-honored tradition. Now, I've been to a polo match. And nobody went on the field at halftime and repaired divots. They had a grounds crew for that. But, but this seemed like more of like a picnic exhibit polo match.
This was like beer league polo.
Yeah. Now I have to say, being at a polo match, it's rough.
Oh, I don't doubt it. You got giant horses slamming into each other, guys swinging fucking hammers.
Oh, yeah, and they swing them like hefty.
Is it fun to watch?
It's incredible to watch.
Yeah.
And the sounds and the thundering hooves and the snorting of the horses and the club hitting the ball. But I don't think I'm standing on the sidelines like that unless I'm behind like some hockey glass. Because that ball goes.
And it's hard,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. So, yeah, someone's losing an eye.
Well, after the polo match, on their way into the hotel room, Vivian is upset, and Edward asks him what's wrong, and she's like, "I'm fine," and he's like,
"Oh, sirens, bells, whistles,
right there. You should know."
Yeah,
and he knows enough to know that that's like 5 fines. It'd be nice if you said something else, and I love that she yells out from the bathroom, "Asshole!" I think I like fine better, but okay.
Yeah, that was funny. I mean, that was a microcosm of every relationship. The male-female dichotomy of, what's wrong, huh? Nothing.
If she says, I'm fine, she's not fine.
No.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. That was a nice little fun exchange.
And at least I'll give him credit that he doesn't know why she's upset, because it's not something he directly did to her. She's upset because Philip basically propositioned her, which Philip only did because Edward told him that she was a hooker.
Right.
And if he hadn't done that, that would never happened. So But Edward isn't aware that happened, so he doesn't know why he's being mad at.
He's in the dark.
He's in the dark.
We're supposed to read minds.
Yeah. And you know, as she explains to him that you know, what you did made me feel less than great.
I've never had anyone make me feel as cheap as you did today.
Somehow I find that very hard to believe.
Oh, not the right thing to say.
No.
Eddie boy.
A 101 right there.
No.
Uncomfortable pause.
Yeah. Now, I on one hand, I sort of understand where his mentality's coming from.
Well, sure.
Because, you know, she's been turning tricks on the street.
Sure.
With a lot of greasy, nasty douchebags probably paying her less than $100 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
But you've also brought her into this world.
Yeah.
And you're doing this for a week and paying her for a week. And yeah, she's still a sex worker. And that's what you paid her to do for the week, kind of. But like, this is a longer term kind of scenario. If you're only with her for an hour, then I guess if that's what you want to do is talk to her like that, then I guess.
What's your name? Whatever you want it to be.
Right.
You know,
you've passed that point.
Right. I think this is another example of his naivete.
Right. Because by his own efforts, and whether it's, you want to call it chivalry or not, he has bridged intimacy that you don't get in a 1 hour transaction.
Right.
And that opens the door for the potential for all manner of emotional response, including trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And what you did, whether you knew it or not, you were a giant dick.
Yeah, jerk move.
Yeah.
Big time.
Super dick.
Super dick.
Here I come to save the day.
Oh, come on, guys.
Come on, who?
Yeah.
Guys. Just guys.
You're spitting when you're talking.
Anyway, Vivian says, you know what, I'm leaving. Give me my money. I'm going home.
Yep.
So Edward pulls out his wallet, puts the money on the bed. Vivian looks at it for a moment, and then she's like, fuck you, and just storms out. Leaves the money behind.
Right.
Edward sees that she's left the money and chases her down.
I think that was telling. By seeing that she left the money, showed him that this meant more to her than a simple transaction.
Yeah.
That this was not just about the money to her. And I think that got him to realize something, because he was kind of feeling the same thing, but didn't know how to articulate it.
But this is a moment I'd like to talk more about.
Yeah.
Why didn't she take the money?
Because she took some of the clothes. I think she wasn't leaving empty-handed.
Was it just about the self-respect? Like she feels like she's above it. Like she's been introduced to this life. She's fit in. She can get out of the situation that she's currently in. I think she's motivated.
I think it's, you treated me like a hooker, I'm going to act not like a hooker.
Yeah. I like that.
And I get that. And I think that's what they were trying to do.
But that's $3,000 she left on the bed right there.
Especially in 1990.
Well, especially that her roommate snorted up the rent.
And Edward being the businessman and what is, he probably prorated it. So it's probably not a full $3,000. It's probably like $2,400. But yeah, the fact that she just walked away, because that's more money than she's going to see in a long time.
Yep.
And given the fact that he has hurt you, you have held up your end of the bargain up to this point. Take your money and go.
Take the money and run.
But I know that doesn't make as good a movie.
Right. But, I think there are some solid reasons why she left the money there.
A little bit of growth on her part.
I think it's a little bit more than just movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think
it's also lost potential wages.
It is, but it's also self-respect. And I think she gained a lot of that in the few days she was there already.
There's also rent.
I know, but she wasn't thinking about
her
it.
roommate's blowing it all on coke.
she's making an emotional decision, not a rational decision. And I think that's that helped solidify that was going on. Now, with this scenario and this scene, something I wanted to talk about, as we move forward, she takes her stuff, she goes to the elevator. That poor elevator porter. He was awesome. I liked him a lot, and then, she decides not to get on the elevator. I thought they patched things up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
They sure did.
I mean, I know he bared his soul and he apologized. And it was a very good apology. But yeah, that turn happened pretty quick. That was, this whole story's a fairy tale. I get that. But that part was one of the more unbelievable parts of the fairy tale for me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, especially with how offensive he came off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, if you offend your wife, you're not forgiven that quickly.
No. Hello, couch.
Edward ultimately admits that he was jealous because she was talking to David Morse. He does apologize, and she tells him that he hurt her and tells him to never do it again. And she stays. Next night, they are flying off to San Francisco on his private jet.
They're going on a real date.
Yeah.
Aww.
So they attend La Traviata, an opera which happens to be about an escort trying to leave her old life behind for love.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, coincidence?
Not telling at all.
He planned that. It was not playing in town, so he had to jump.
Had to
on
go
the
to
jet.
San Francisco.
Had to go to San Francisco for it.
Uh-huh.
And she doesn't understand the words, but she is moved by the performance.
Mm-hmm.
She's crying. She's growing and evolving.
And he's watching her watch the performance more than he's watching the performance.
Mm-hmm.
Either of you guys ever been to an opera?
No. You?
Yeah, I've been to a couple. Both in foreign languages. And what's really interesting, and man, this is going to sound gay. What's really interesting is that you can understand what they're saying without knowing what the words mean.
I fully believe that because I've been to ballets.
Yeah. You can tell it through dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, same thing. This is just the same thing, but through song. And at risk of losing my man card.
No such thing.
It's beautiful.
Well,
it's beautiful.
It's no different than the Bad Bunny halftime show. I didn't know what was being said.
That's true.
But it was also beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was a thing.
It was a thing. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I think the opera's kind of cool. And it's got a bad rap. But, yeah, it's if you have a chance to see one for the experience, I say do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not against it by any means.
Real quick, before the opera scene.
Yeah.
When she gets dressed up in that red dress.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, she looks
that
like
moment.
Classic beauty here.
Absolutely gorgeous. And Edward's like, oh, there's something missing. And it's in this box, and she opens up, and you have that scene that everyone's seen with the snap and the big laughter.
And that was not scripted.
I believe it.
Yeah,
it seemed genuine.
He did that as a joke on her during filming. And so her laugh and reaction was genuine because, hey, this isn't in the script. This is, ah, ha, ha. And the producers liked it so much, they kept that scene in there.
And it's become such a well-known and iconic
scene,
right?
Yeah. And it was totally off script. It was just goofing around.
I just wish that whenever Edward snapped it on her, he made monster noises. Like,
or she'd have come up and done the missing finger trick.
Oh,
no.
Gross.
My favorite thing is when they left the hotel to get into the limo. At the beginning of the movie, everybody stared at her because she was dressed like a streetwalker. Everybody was against staring at her, but it's because she was an elegant beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a real rags to riches, it fits that mold of a Cinderella story.
Oh, for sure.
But I thought that was really neat that she was self-conscious of people staring at her, and now they're staring at her, but for a different reason. and she was full of confidence and elegance and grace and glamour. Yeah, I thought that it was kind of neat.
Yeah. I think the one thing that bothered me throughout this entire thing, though, is Edward always told her to stop fidgeting.
Mm-hmm.
It was...
When you're not fidgeting, you look very beautiful. Very tall.
Very tall. There's, like, it's just so many times, stop fidgeting. You're fidgeting. Stop fidgeting. You know, like, it was so, like, controlling and weird.
Kinda, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Like, you gotta behave a certain way whenever you're around all these rich people, but also, like, holy shit, man. Like,
yeah, stop fidgeting. Don't tell me what to do.
right. It's like it was his kid instead of his sex worker.
I think he felt he could say that because more than once he said, "You're my employee."
Yeah. But still.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't like it. It was
they're
weird.
going on this date because he's getting the feels.
Right. But he's still telling her, when
Stop.
you're not fidgeting.
Yeah.
So after the opera, Vivian convinces Edward that he should take a day off.
And he's a workaholic.
Yeah.
He doesn't sleep at night.
Right.
He works.
He works all the time.
And he does it.
He does.
Which more than rankles Philip's ire.
Okay, you know what's weird to me? He takes the day off and they go out and he still carries his briefcase with him.
And wears a suit.
Uh-huh. I think that's all he has.
Right.
Or suits.
Only suits.
It could be. Doesn't need to wear the tie.
Doesn't need to wear a jacket.
No.
But he does.
He could go top button unbutton.
Yeah, that's not his style.
You could still tuck it in.
He's Lord Business.
Oh, business.
And really, I'm impressed by the simplicity of their day off.
Yeah.
They just go to a park. They eat some snack dogs. They read some Shakespeare. They chill.
Yeah. Shoes off, socks off.
Yeah. Not flying or jetting all over the damn place.
Yeah.
Just two people enjoying each other's company.
The perfect day.
Yeah. And that night, Vivian breaks her no kissing on the mouth rule.
She did.
Oh yeah, he's bushed from his day and he's asleep propped up in the bed.
And she first puts her, gives her a little finger kiss from the mouth to her mouth to his mouth. And then she's like, no, that's not enough.
I'm going in.
She goes in and they smooch and smooch.
And then what do?
They get naked.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
They do it.
The nipple makes an appearance.
Very quick one.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happens?
And then, believing that Edward is asleep, she says that she loves him.
Right?
But he wasn't sleeping at all.
Oh, snap.
Indeed.
Do you think Edward has ever been in love before?
No. And maybe he thought he has, because quite frankly, young people are dumb.
Yeah.
But and so he was once a young person, probably, maybe there was some transactional relationship he thought at an earlier age, realized, we're in love. But they weren't.
Or maybe he was and he got his heart broken and that's why he's so cold.
I also wonder whether anyone has actually truly been in love with him.
That I could see.
He's a hard person to love.
I mean, do you think even at like 16 he was this way?
Yeah, to some extent.
Yeah.
I think personality wise, I think he's probably been wired for business since birth.
Okay.
Probably went to an all boys school, wore a uniform every day.
Mm-hmm.
His new uniform's a suit.
Okay.
He's very regimented.
Yeah.
But she loves him.
Yeah.
They smooched.
They did.
Yeah. Which I thought was more telling than the words.
Yeah.
They broke both of their rules.
Right, yeah.
And seemed to really enjoy doing it.
Yeah, he doesn't either.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the week is coming to an end. And Edward realizes he doesn't want this to end completely.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to be able to see her when he's in town.
Right.
He's got to go back to New York no matter what. But I'd like to be able to see you when I'm back in Los Angeles. So I'm going to give you an apartment. I'm going to give you a car. And I'm going to make sure there's lots of stores that will suck up to you and give you anything you want.
Yeah.
And
that's not good enough.
No, she kind of feels cheap about this. She feels like, he's asking her to be a kept woman.
Yeah.
So she kindly rejects the offer. And she shares kind of the fantasy she's always had.
When I was a little girl, my mama used to lock me in the attic when I was bad, which was pretty often.
That's fucking.
And I would
Mm-hmm.
I would pretend I was a princess trapped in the tower by a wicked queen. And then suddenly, this knight on a white horse with these colors flying would come charging up and draw his sword. And I would wave, and he would climb up the tower and rescue me. But never, and all the time that I had this dream, did the knight say to me, "Come on, baby, I'll put you up in a great condo."
After this, Edward gets a call from Philip, and he rushes off to the office, but not before he insists that he has never, ever treated Vivian like a prostitute, except for all the times he totally did.
Right, yeah. You're my employee. Stop fidgeting. She's a hooker, Philip.
Yeah. So he's gone. But Kit shows up at the hotel, and they end up sitting by the pool, having some girl talk about the whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
And Kit eventually calls Vivian out for her feelings for Edward.
Oh, no.
No.
What?
I know this weepy look on your face.
Oh, no, you don't.
You fell in love with him.
No, Kit, please. Stop
You've
it.
fallen in love with him?
Kit.
Did you kiss him on the mouth?
Yeah, I did.
You kissed him on the mouth?
I did. It was nice.
You fall in love with him and you kiss
It
him on
was
the mouth?
nice.
Did I not teach you anything?
Look, I'm not stupid, okay? I'm not in love with him.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
I just,
Big time.
I like him.
I like him.
You like him.
Yeah.
You definitely like him. Well, he's not a bum. He's a rich, classy guy.
Who's gonna break my heart, right?
Oh, no, come on. You don't know that. Hey, he asked you, right? Maybe you guys could, like, get a house together and, like, buy some diamonds and a horse. I don't know. Anyway, it could work. It happens.
When does it happen,
Diamonds in a
Kit?
horse.
Here it is, right
When
here.
does it really happen? Who does it really work out for? Did it work out for Skinny Marie or Rachel?
Those
No.
were very specific cases of crackheads.
I just want to know who it works out for. You give me one example of somebody that we know that it happened
Name
for.
someone?
Yeah,
you want
one
me to
person that it
name
worked
someone?
out
You want me
for.
to, like, give you a name or
Yeah,
something?
I'd like a name.
Oh, God, the pressure of a name.
Here it is.
Cinderella.
Cinderella.
Yeah, she wants the fairy tale.
She does.
Give me that fairy tale.
Yeah. Back at Edward's office, he's meeting again with Jim Morse.
Yep.
And Jim Morse is basically come to the point, it's like, okay, I've reconsidered. I'm willing to sell my company. And Edward's like, you know what? Fuck that noise.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hammer this out mano a mano. And they kick all the suits out, including Philip, who is whining like a petulant little bitch.
And the grandson.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, everyone out. And they just talk it out, man to man. And basically, Edward says, instead of dismantling your company, I want to help you. You're still at risk, but I want to build ships together. And there was this touching moment where the old man Morse,
Mm-hmm.
puts his hand on Edward's shoulder and is like, I'm proud of you.
Something he never heard from his own father.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's decided to save this company they were going to dismantle. And this more than rankles Philip's ire one more time, because he's a greedy little bitch.
Yep.
Furious over his lost profits, Philip goes to the hotel to confront Edward. He finds Vivian instead, and he blames her for Edward's change of heart.
And he's not wrong there.
No. But the way he handles it is very much wrong.
Oh, definitely.
Because he's a piece of shit.
You're a hooker.
Sex worker.
Maybe you're a very good
Right.
hooker, you know. I mean, maybe if I do you, then I wouldn't care about losing millions of dollars because very honest with you right now, Vivian. Right now, I really do care. I really do. And right now, I am really pissed, you know? Right now, I am just freaking out. So maybe if I screw you, huh, and take you to the opera, then I could be a happy guy. I got...
Hey, get off me.
Ow! Ow! Come on.
Get off me! Get off me!
Yeah, it get nasty real quick.
Yep, it sure did.
Philip shows up, or I'm sorry, Edward shows up,
To save the day.
saves the day, intervenes, punches Philip in the face, and fires him.
Mm-hmm.
Edward wants Vivian to stay, but she says she wants more than what he's offering her.
Mm-hmm.
She wants the fairy tale. Edward then replies that's his special gift, difficult relationships. Edward, though, asks her to stay one more night, not because of payment, but because you want to.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, peace out. By the way, you do have lots of gifts. And then she's gone.
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 But when she leaves, our favorite concierge tells the hotel limo driver,
Yeah, take her wherever she wants to go.
take her wherever she wants to go. So she leaves in a limo.
Going home.
And did
Back
you
to
notice
Kit.
as she drives away from the hotel, she looks back?
Yeah.
That's the telltale sign that she loves him.
She did.
Because she was looking back, wanting him to be there, saying, stop, don't go. And he wasn't there?
No, he wasn't. And it wasn't until the next day, as he's getting ready to head to New York,
Mm-hmm.
fully committed to this is my plan, that Barney again makes a comment, as he's checking out of the hotel.
Yep.
Must be hard to say goodbye to something so beautiful, or something to that effect.
Yeah, as he was asking Barney to return the necklace that he had borrowed for the opera.
And, by the way, your limo driver also drove Miss Vivian to her house yesterday, in case you wanted to be able to find her, but no rush, no biggie.
Right, just perhaps.
Yeah. and but
That's
Edward,
the fairy godmother waving her wand right
yeah,
there.
because Edward gets in the limousine, and before we know it, he's on Hollywood Boulevard picking up flowers, and Vivian is up in her apartment saying goodbye to Kit, packing up. She's going to move to San Francisco. She's going to get her GED. She's already got plans to move on with her life and build a better future for herself.
She
Good,
does.
good on her.
Yeah.
She got her self-respect back.
Did.
Edward, though, pulls up in his white limousine.
Like a white
a white horse.
Yeah. Waving around the umbrella.
Like a sword.
Yeah.
Calling out for Princess Vivian.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Edward, who is afraid of heights, climbs the fire escape.
Kind of.
Yeah. He makes his way up. And he rescues her, just like the knight from her fantasy.
So what happened after he climbed up the tower and rescued her?
What happened after?
She rescues him right back.
Welcome to Hollywood. What's your dream? Everybody comes here. This is Hollywood, land of dreams. Some dreams come true, some don't. But keep on dreaming. This is Hollywood. Always time to dream, so keep on dreaming. Pretty woman.
And that's the movie.
That is the movie.
Yeah. Wow. Lots happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some things took place.
Oh, wow.
That's it. Now, after watching the movie and doing the research and looking that this movie was made for $14 million, wasn't a big cast.
No.
They probably didn't have to make a whole lot of sets. I'm sure they shot a lot of that in a real hotel.
It was an actual hotel, the Beverly Wilshire.
Mm-hmm. I could see how this movie really was made on a budget.
Yeah.
I bet the biggest costs were the salaries for the actors.
Most likely. And at this point, they weren't huge stars.
Right. Richard Gere more than Julie Roberts, but she was a budding star, but hadn't quite made it yet. The rest of the cast were just not in it a whole lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see how this movie was made not on a shoestring, but on a very modest budget.
For sure. Faux show.
All right. Well, hey guys, before we get more into the movie.
Yeah?
Beer talk!
There it is.
Let's talk about beer number 3 of the podcast.
Yeah.
Justin, you brought this one. Tell us all about it.
I sure did. This beer is from Penrose Brewing, and it's called Goofy Boots.
And how does that relate to the movie?
Because Vivian had on some big black goofy boots.
Yeah, held up by a safety pin.
Right.
Yeah.
And I saw this,
Old
and
boot goofing.
I just had to...
I love this song. Lovely song.
It is a good song.
Yeah.
So I saw this, and I was like, you know what? Perfect. Goofy
Yeah,
Boots.
Goofy Boots.
So this is a hazy IPA, and you guys know that I'm a sex worker for hazy IPAs.
Hazy whore.
This one was actually a Great American Beer Festival gold winner in 2020. It has candied lime, dank citrus,
Dank.
and dried mango notes.
It's a fruity, hoppy beer.
It is.
It smells good.
It's the mouthfeel is very full on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure exactly where to put my finger on it, but it's a bit much.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I thought the more that I got into it, the better I liked it.
I think the more I get into it, the more it tastes like a whole lot of other hazies we've had.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know if it... I mean, it's refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a delightful drink. I don't know what sets it apart, but I would drink it again.
Absolutely. I would buy this one.
It's the dankiness I think throws it off for me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Not
It's
a
not
fan
bad.
of the dank.
Dank has its place, and I think the dank is a mismatch with some of the other flavors that are in here.
I see some of the fruity flavors, the
Yeah.
brightness, and then you have the dank on the back end.
Yeah, it's odd balance to it. I'm not. Again, it's not on the front of the tongue. It's great. On the back end, though, it just is off-putting to me.
So the trick is to not stop drinking it.
Yeah, it must be.
Just
I
one
just
long
gotta chug
pull.
it.
Just
chug.
go.
Ooh, we should get a beer bong.
Okay.
You only have to walk home. You live here.
Right.
No.
For the safety of ourselves and others.
Anybody want a shotgun this one? Oh, could you imagine?
Oh.
Shotgun and a 7% beer?
How heavy would that hit, huh? Right?
That'd be awful.
Yeah.
I once saw a guy shotgun a 2-liter Mountain Dew.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude.
Never seen anybody throw up that much.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Or didn't
Ugh.
shotgun it, they beer bonged it.
Jesus.
2 liters.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it was disgusting. He won the bet.
Do I know him?
No.
Okay.
He did it.
He did it.
It didn't last.
And regretted it.
It didn't last long.
A lot.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Hey, like just theoretically.
Yeah.
If you could wave a magic wand and change one thing about this movie to make it better, what would it be?
Well, that's an awfully good question.
I think I have an awfully good answer.
Let's hear it.
Do tell.
I would drastically reduce Philip's role.
Okay.
The sleazy lawyer. His attempted assault scene doesn't really add anything. We already know he's a slimeball, and in that moment just shifts the tone darker without changing the outcome. He works perfectly fine as a sleazy corporate lawyer. He didn't need to become a near-violent villain. There was a conversation that they had in this movie where she had made the claim that everyone was going to look at her as a hooker,
Uh-huh.
right? Even if he wouldn't have said anything, even if he wouldn't have told Philip, everyone's going to treat her this way. But it was only because he said something about it that Philip even knew. And I don't think that, like, none of this, unless you just think you need to have a villainous character in a fairy tale, then fine, then Philip makes sense. But I don't think Philip was a very strong character, and his over-the-top slime ballness just was not important.
I don't disagree with you, but for a different reason.
Mm-hmm.
I think that having so the last moments we have between Edward and Vivian prior to Edward punching Philip was their debate about her being a kept woman.
Right.
And he walked out, had to go to work. Basically said, I've never treated you like a prostitute. Yes, you absolutely have. And he's gone.
Right.
But he comes in to save the day in a clearly non-ambiguous situation.
Mm-hmm.
He walks in, beats the shit out of a guy who is about to rape Vivian.
Right.
There is no gray area here. This is not a morally ambiguous situation.
Mm-hmm.
You did what any normal, decent person should do in that moment.
Right.
You shouldn't get brownie points for that. You should just be, you're just a decent guy.
Right.
That doesn't make you a hero. It just makes you not a piece of shit.
Right.
But we're treated as if, oh, well, he's the knight in shining armor.
Mm-hmm.
Because he did the basic human thing that anybody should do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think it gets brownie points when I don't know that they're completely earned.
Okay.
I would have rather had a less ambiguous or a more ambiguous conversation. Had a situation that was more in that morally gray area where they had to navigate the conflict instead of just having a black and white scenario.
I mean, it could have been something as small as Philip saying, oh, she's just a hooker in front. Like, it's both Edward and Philip there. And Edward's like, she's more than just a hooker. I love her. Like,
yeah.
That would have been more.
Yeah, I could see that.
By the way, you're
Knight
fired.
in shining armor, But yeah, Philip in general, I think there could have been less of him. And he's a side character that got a chunk of a bigger part that I don't think was necessary.
So when did Seinfeld first come out?
Oh, good question.
Let me pull out the Googler.
94?
No, I think it was earlier than that.
Was
Because I
it?
remember when I watched Pretty Woman for the first time, recognizing him from Seinfeld.
Okay.
July 5th, 1989.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I was way off.
So this movie was probably in production before Seinfeld came out.
Yeah.
But it was released after Seinfeld came out. Let me ask you, if this movie had been released before Seinfeld went into production, would Jason Alexander ever had another job?
Ooh. That's a good question.
I think so. I don't think it was so much based on his acting as how the role was written. I don't know if that has anything to do with that. But to get back to your magic wand question,
yeah,
I think I could have used more Philip. I think there should have been a situation where Philip was trying to undermine Edward. Vivian somehow got wind of the situation. Now, corporate spy-ish maybe on Edward's behalf. And she does something behind the scenes to thwart Philip's taking over Edward's success, wealth, business, company, whatever. I think that would have added to the story. So now Vivian has some true business acumen value. And she kind of saves the day. And then Edward saves the day at the end with her. So I think there could have been a bigger role, a bigger conflict. I think the conflict should have been more than just, I know you're a hooker.
Yeah.
I thought that would have added a little bit more intrigue to the story. And I think it would have been something else to solidify the strength and the character of Vivian, taking that leap of injecting herself to save Edward business-wise.
Okay.
I thought that would have been kind of neat.
All right.
So were we both saying that Edward's role was weak?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So for me,
Or not Edward, Philip.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Philip was weak.
Philip was weak.
So for me, I would like to re-examine the ending.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think as it is, the ending focuses, and I get why they do it, because movie.
Yeah.
The fairy tale come full circle moment.
The denouement.
Yeah. It's satisfying. It's like, oh, he's in a white limo, and he's got an umbrella, and oh, he's here to save her. But I think it does Vivian disservice. She was on her path. She left on her own volition.
Yeah.
He basically made her an offer to be a kept woman. She stood aside, I'm going to stand on my own 2 feet. And no, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to be that. I want to be my own person. I want independence. I want a life. And she was already, in the little bit of moment that we got, her packing up for the bus, was already saying she's moving to San Francisco, going to get her GED, going to pursue a better life. I would have liked it if we postponed that fairy tale ending.
Okay.
Let's go a few years down the line.
Oh, I like where this is going.
Let's see her graduating from college. Let's see her running her own successful business.
Maybe she becomes a lawyer.
Maybe.
And she enters the conference room.
Something.
Yeah.
I want to see Vivian successful on Vivian's terms.
You want Vivian to keep her agency.
I want her to keep her agency, but still have the fairy tale. Because I think you could have that moment.
Mm-hmm. But let her become her own person.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you could still have the beauty of the fairy tale coming full circle. Because honestly, I think Richard or Edward could grow more before they come back together.
Mm-hmm.
And there's enough of the fluff along the way in this movie that you could cut out to keep it, because this was a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
Right.
You could still keep it in that time frame with, a time jump and, the assumptions that, she went to school and did all these things.
Maybe Edward starts his a philanthropic adventure.
Maybe.
And they're interviewing somebody to run the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And his secretary sets up these interviews, and she comes in and interviews for, to head up this foundation.
Yeah.
But
something like that would be really cool.
I just ultimately want I want him to have to catch up to her future, not rescue her from her past.
Yeah, I get that. I like that.
Yeah. Very poetic.
But you can still have the same romance. You can have the same chemistry. You can have the same kiss. If you want to be on a fire escape, it can be. But let's give it some more time.
Maybe when they meet again, he's wearing the tie that she gave him.
Ooh. All those years later.
Oh, my goodness.
It's so out of style now, but you're still wearing it.
maybe he's in like Bermuda shorts and flip-flops.
You're so different now.
Let's hang 10, babe.
Hey, bruh.
All right, you guys ready for something a little bit less serious?
Let's do it.
I like that.
Damn.
Let's make love in this club.
Damn.
All right, gentlemen. For decades, one woman has smiled her way through courtrooms, corporate boardrooms, wedding disasters, tabloid scandals, environmental lawsuits, and at least one highly questionable week-long business arrangement. She's been chaotic. She's been commanding. She has been emotionally devastating in a pastel dress. But tonight, we answer the question no award show has ever had the balls to ask. Which Julia Roberts character is the Juliest Roberts of them all?
The Juliest.
Juliest of Roberts.
We've assembled 8 of her most iconic roles. They will each enter this bracket with confidence, flawless hair, and the kind of eye contact that suggests they already know they're winning.
Oh, and that big giant mouth. She has a huge mouth.
Oh my goodness, yes.
She does.
Each round, they'll go head-to-head in a new category. Charm versus chaos. Cool versus conviction. Smile versus smirk. Only one walks away crowned with the invisible tiara of maximum Roberts energy.
Nice.
Gentlemen,
Yeah.
adjust your red dresses, grab your opera glasses, and prepare to weaponize that laugh. And let the Julia off begin.
The Julia off.
I like that.
Round 1. Fight.
All right. So our round 1 matchup features Vivian Ward from Pretty Woman
Hard to beat.
against Dr. Susan Morrow from Flatliners.
All right.
I see where you're saying that this was going to come back to get us later.
Yeah,
So-
and this is why, she's the 8th seed. So for that reason. And the category is iconic star-making presence. Who radiates the most unmistakable era-defining Julia energy? Vivian or Susan?
I'm just going to have to jump in here and say Vivian because I don't know.
That's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. I'm
sorry.
going Vivian.
Sorry.
Yeah, you made the right choice.
Yep.
Round 2. Fight.
Round 2, we have Erin Brockovich against Shelby Eatonton from Steel Magnolias.
Okay.
The category, emotional impact. Who hits harder in the feelings department?
Oh, this one's tough because Steel Magnolias is all about feelings.
Oh my goodness, yes.
But yet, Erin Brockovich is about comeuppance.
So this is tough for me because I've not seen Steel Magnolias.
Okay. When you do,
I'm bad at this game.
when you watch Steel Magnolias,
See, you talk all the time about you love romantic comedies. I would have thought you would have watched all of these.
Mhm. when you watch Steel Magnolias, grab a box of tissues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, see, the thing is about me and my rom-coms here is that I don't seek them out. But whenever I'm either forced to watch them or happen across them, I'm like, wow, that really was a good movie.
Whenever they find you.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so Erin Brockovich, she's a badass. She's smart as a whip.
Yeah.
She figures out the evil company.
But this is about the feels,
I
man.
know.
It's hard to say.
Steel Magnolias hits you in the heart. It pulls the
she
strings.
dies.
I know.
So I guess we probably go with Steel Magnolias.
We got to.
With for the feels, yeah, I got to go Steel Magnolias on that one.
So Reggies.
The Reggies.
Round 3. Fight.
Okay. This is going to be a challenging one. Julianne Potter from My Best Friend's Wedding against Maggie Carpenter from Runaway Bride. The category, romantic chaos. Who creates more self-inflicted emotional turbulence?
My initial thinking here, emotional turbulence.
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
Because I want to contribute.
Yeah.
And not just be like, yeah, me too. Because I have seen Runaway Bride.
Good deal.
Yeah. If you're talking about emotional chaos, it's brought on by yourself, it's got to be that one.
Oh, I don't know. My Best Friend's Wedding. She's basically almost derailing an entire wedding because of her own selfish fixation on her best friend, who she doesn't even have romantic interest in.
Right.
But how many weddings did she derail in Runaway Bride?
That was quite a few.
Uh-huh.
That's true.
Lots of them.
Justin, I think I'm going to partner with you on this one. I'm going to go with Runaway Bride.
All right, Maggie Carpenter
yeah, right.
gets the win.
Round 4. Fight.
All right, round 4, we have Anna Scott from Notting Hill versus Tess Ocean from Ocean's 11.
God damn it, I've not seen either one of those.
The category is coolest women or coolest woman in the room. Who controls the temperature without raising their voice?
I'm going to lean on you on this one.
Okay, I've seen them both.
Uh-huh.
I love Notting Hill.
She's just a girl looking at a boy.
Wanting him to love her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
Oh, it is sweet. It's a
That
great
sounds
movie.
like a movie I would love.
It is.
If nothing else, the The rom-communism episode of Ted Lasso borrowed heavily from it.
It did. And my favorite line from that movie? Whoopsie daisies. So if the category is cool, calm, collected customer,
Yeah.
I got to go with Oceans.
If we were talking about Ocean's 12, I would say yes, because I think she's more central to the plot.
Right.
Ocean's 11, I think she's relatively unplussed or nonplussed, but same time annoyed and irked.
Well, but Notting Hill, she plays a blockbuster actress.
Yeah.
She's a bit of a victim of her own self, who falls in love with just a normal dude. But she self-mutilates the relationship.
That's fair. That's true.
So I don't think she's cool, calm, and collected at all in Notting Hill.
Okay.
I think she's a victim.
All right. Well, then, you've swayed me. We're going to go with Tess Ocean.
I concur.
All right.
Round 5. Fight.
All right, so our first of our semifinal rounds, we have Vivian Ward from Pretty Woman against Shelby Eatonton from Steel Magnolias. The category is Most Weaponized Smile. Which character uses that Roberts smile most as a tactical device?
I think this is a hands down Vivian as well.
Yeah.
That smile disarmed everybody.
I agree.
So that's what do you think, Seth?
Oh, hands down.
Yeah.
Vivian.
Vivi.
Round 6. Fight.
All right, our second semifinal round comes down to Maggie Carpenter from Runaway Bride versus Tess Ocean from Ocean's 11. And the category, Most Memorable Monologue Moment. Who delivers the line or speech that lingers the longest?
Ooh. Which ones are these?
This is Maggie from Runaway Bride against Tess from Ocean's 11.
You know, I think you brought up a good point with Ocean's 11, where she was not as central to the storyline. And I don't think her little soliloquy or moment is as big as it is when she's the feature in Runaway Bride.
Okay. I'm going to just say I've seen Runaway Bride, but I don't remember a whole lot about it.
Yeah.
Like as far as like lines of dialogue, I couldn't tell you. Like I have no idea.
So I think just based on screen time and character,
she probably said more things.
Yeah, I'm
More
gonna have to go.
meaningful things.
Yeah, what do you think, Seth?
I fully agree.
All right.
Tess was a good character.
Yeah.
But she was just a character amongst
many.
More than 11.
Oh, yeah. It was a stud cast.
Maggie really had to carry a lot of it, and her presence was just more significant. So I got to go with Maggie.
All right.
So, I never saw Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
But you said
it's fun.
You said Tess Ocean.
Yeah.
Are all of the 11 people named Ocean?
No.
Okay.
Just two, right?
Just the head guy, Danny Ocean,
Uh-huh.
and Tess is his ex-wife.
Okay. And so it's the Ocean's 11. Like that's my gang.
It's his 11 people to do this heist.
He's working with his ex-wife?
Not really.
You got to see it.
Yeah. Anyway, congratulations, Maggie.
Sounds like a bad time.
Dude, it's worth a watch.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Brad Pitt in it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
He's always eating.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
In every scene, he's eating something.
Final round, we have Vivian Ward from Pretty Woman against Maggie Carpenter from Runaway Bride. Two different movies also featuring Richard Gere, both directed by Gary Marshall.
Isn't that weird how we got here?
Yeah.
Huh.
So the final round.
Which movie's more Gary Marshall-y?
Who has the most pure Julia Roberts energy? It's intangible. We're talking charisma, vulnerability, wit, warmth, intelligence, that laugh, as well as that eye contact, and that I am both disarming and dangerous presence. Who has the most of it?
Oh, Pretty Woman, baby.
Hell
Vivian Ward,
yeah.
she embodies all of those things.
Yeah.
Fully agree.
Yeah.
Vivian, we have determined you to be the Juliest Roberts of them all.
I think that's great that we landed on it.
I think so.
Hey, shout out to our studio audience. Hey, guys and gals, thanks for joining us. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. The bracket has spoken. 8 Julias entered, 1 walked out with the invisible tiara and full custody of the megawatt smile. We judge the chaos, we score the monologues, we weaponize the laugh. Some Julias build cases, some steal fiancés, some flee weddings. One of them, though, Vivian, is officially the Juliest Roberts of them all. Woo!
I think that was the right decision there.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was unanimous.
Unanimous.
Uh-oh. Guess what I hear?
It's time to pick some poison, dudes.
Yeah, let's pick some poison.
Poisons.
All right, let's start off with movies from the same year, 1990. Would you rather watch Pretty Woman or Ghost?
I'm going to watch Pretty Woman.
Yeah, I'm going to watch Pretty Woman.
Same. Pretty Woman or Home Alone?
I would still stick with Pretty Woman.
Well, yeah, I'll go Home Alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty Woman. Pretty Woman or Dances with Wolves?
I've never seen it, apparently.
Oh.
So I'm going to go with that one.
Yeah, I'll go Dances with Wolves.
It's not a Brad Pitt movie?
It's not a Brad Pitt movie.
No, you got to block out 4 hours to watch it, though.
Yeah, and because of that, I'm going to go Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Tatanka.
I don't know what that means.
Tatanka.
Tatanka.
Yeah, it's the Native American word for buffalo.
Ah, buffaloes.
Tatanka.
All right, guys.
Buffaloes.
Pretty Woman or Total Recall?
Oh, I'm going Total Recall.
Yeah. Total Recall.
When he pulls that giant tracker out of his nose.
Oh, when he's dressed up as the lady, he's like, 2 weeks.
Oh, is that the same one that the lady has 3 boobs?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yep.
That's the 3 boob lady.
The guy's like, I wish I had 3 hands. And she's like, you're doing just fine.
Pretty Woman or Goodfellas?
Oh, I'm going Goodfellas.
I'm gonna go Pretty Woman.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not a huge mobster movie guy.
Okay.
I think Goodfellas is overrated.
I'm with you.
right,
I'm with
all
you.
I'm going to go Pretty Woman. All right, let's talk about other movies with Julia Roberts.
Uh-huh.
Not that we've talked about, any shortage of them yet. But Pretty Woman versus Aaron Brockovich.
Because I just watched Pretty Woman, I'm gonna go Aaron Brockovich.
I'm kind of right there with
I
you.
agree,
Yeah,
Aaron
it's been a bit.
Brockovich. Pretty Woman or My Best Friend's Wedding?
Kind of in the same boat.
I'm gonna go back to Pretty Woman on that.
I think I'm going to go My Best Friend's Wedding.
All right.
Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
Pretty Woman or Notting Hill?
Well, apparently I need to see it.
Yeah, you do.
So I'm going to go Notting Hill.
Notting Hill is a riot.
I will pick Notting Hill.
Yeah.
Pretty Woman or Runaway Bride?
Didn't we just do that one?
No, we did My Best Friend's Wedding.
Oh, so many wedding movies.
Yeah.
Right?
I'll go
I'm going to
Pretty
go Pretty Woman on that one,
Yeah, I'll
too.
go Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
Okay, how about other Richard Gere movies? Would we rather watch Pretty Woman or An Officer and a Gentleman?
Boring.
I feel like I've seen parts of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with Pretty Woman.
Yeah, I'm going to
Same.
say Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman or Chicago?
Pretty Woman.
I've not seen Chicago,
It's okay.
so I'll give it a shot.
I'll stick Pretty Woman.
All right.
Pretty Woman or Primal Fear?
Pretty Woman.
I don't know if I remember what Primal Fear is, so I'm going to say that one.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a gamble.
It's about fear.
Is it primal?
Is it Primal Fear?
Kind of. It's kind of primal-y.
Kinda?
Yeah, it's kind of primal.
Was it a bit of an
It
exaggeration?
doesn't quite hit the mark, but it's primal-y fear.
Okay.
Primalish.
Yeah.
Primalicious?
Primalicious.
How about Pretty Woman or Runaway Bride? We've already done that one.
Yeah, we did.
All right, skip that. Stupid people both in the same movies.
Pretty Woman or First Night?
Pretty Woman.
I'm watching First Night.
I've never seen it.
There are so many.
It's got Sean Connery.
When I was
Connery?
Yeah.
when I was a kid, I got pissed off about how many holes were in that movie.
Oh, there's tons of holes.
Mish Moneypenny. Mish Moneypenny.
All right, let's just let's wrap this up with some
Kamchatka. Paru.
Let's talk about some films with a similar vibe. All right. Would you rather watch Pretty Woman or Moulin Rouge?
Oh, Moulin Rouge is pretty good too.
I don't think I've seen it. I'll go the Mulan.
I've never seen it either. So sure.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
The costume design in Moulin Rouge makes it worth watching.
Nicole Kidman's in it, right?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's good.
Pretty Woman or Working Girl?
Pretty Woman. Working Girl didn't hit for me.
What is that? Who's in it?
Is that Meg Ryan? No.
Is it Molly? No, it's a redhead, isn't it?
Nah, fuck it. I'll just go to
I'm going Pretty Woman.
I forgot the movie we were even talking about.
Melanie Griffith.
Working Girl?
Is it Melanie Griffith?
Yeah. Might be.
Yeah, she's like a blue collar girl trying to work her way through like the business world.
Right.
I'll just say Pretty Woman. Pretty Woman or Indecent Proposal?
Well, I remember when Indecent Proposal came out. I saw it with my girlfriend at the movie theater.
Is Sharon Stone?
No,
it's Demi Moore.
What am I thinking?
And Woody Harrelson.
And Woody Harrelson.
Where they're a couple and a rich dude propositions and says, "I'll pay you $1 million for one night with your wife."
How many conversations did that movie bring on between couples?
Would you? I don't know. Would you?
I remember when I saw it with my girlfriend, I'm like, no, never. Now I'm like, it's $1 million.
So where did we land on that one?
I'm going Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
Same. I didn't think Indecent Proposal was very good.
It was not very good.
All right, and last one, Pretty Woman or 50 Shades of Grey?
I'm going to go Pretty Woman.
You know what's silly?
Because I did see that.
Did you?
And the acting is
the acting's terrible. But I also read the book,
uh-huh.
and the book is written very poorly.
Is it?
Yeah. It was just a hit because of the subject matter.
Because it was sexy?
Kinda.
Bondagey?
Yeah. So I'm leaving that one back on the shelf. I'm going to go Pretty Woman.
Same.
Yep.
All right. Well, now that we've picked our poison, it's time to pick the winner of the Boddicker Award.
Oh, yeah.
Body. You are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Fuck you.
Guns, 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 it's time to choose. Who stole the seat and lit the fuse? Bad, bold, or just deranged? The Boddicker Award brings the pain. Can you fly, Bobby? Not quite, but our winner, pure dynamite.
Well, if you're new to the show, each episode we choose one worthy recipient to receive this prestigious recognition in honor of one of our favorite cinematic characters, Clarence Boddicker from RoboCop. It's not an award for the best actor or whoever was on the screen the most, but the character who we think brought the most to the movie. Justin. Tell you what, guys, fuck that. Because if there's anyone other than one name that any one of us put down, I will be shocked.
Okay.
All right, I've got two.
Oh, I only got one.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so on the count of three.
Mm-hmm.
One, actually, no. What is it? What? Ready, set, go? On the count of ready, set, go.
Uh-huh.
Ready, set, go.
Barney.
Vivian. Fuck. I am shocked.
Okay, Barney's my number 2.
What'd you say?
Vivian.
Vivian? Okay, well, I'm outnumbered. I don't know. I'm not disappointed in that.
Well, why'd you pick Barney?
Okay, well, you want to hear what I wrote?
Yeah, I wrote too.
Yeah.
All right. He quietly determines how this fairy tale unfolds, and without him smoothing every interaction, the whole thing collapses by day 2. I challenge you to name one major turning point in the hotel that doesn't involve Barney facilitating it.
That is astute.
It is.
Now, I had Barney as my runner-up,
Mm-hmm.
because I thought he was kind of the moral compass of the film.
Yeah.
And I thought he was this film's bippity boppity boo.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Without him, they wouldn't have got together.
However, which is just a fancy way of saying but.
But
Julia Roberts as Vivian Ward, and seeing that transition from who she was to who she became, and the self-worth and confidence that came with that, and the whole arc that she displayed, the cuteness, the quirkiness, and let's face it, the sexiness.
Yeah.
I cannot look past her far enough to give the Boddicker to Barney.
Okay.
If the award was for the best supporting actor, Barney by far.
Just the best character.
But this is just the best character. I think by far the best character, showing that entire arc and just the silly cuteness. I had to go Vivian on this.
And I fully understand where you're coming from with Barney, because I too would put him as my runner-up. But I think Vivian is just such a compelling, enjoyable character. And you know what? She probably wouldn't have got where she got to in the end without Barney.
Yeah.
But I didn't enjoy watching Barney nearly as much as I enjoyed watching Vivian. In a whole variety of ways, shapes, and forms.
I never got to see Barney's nipple.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Barney. Show your nips.
Bear it, Barney.
So, with that, it's not unanimous, but Vivian, you are the winner of this episode's Boddicker Award.
Bitches leave.
I'm not upset because Vivian was on my short list. I had a hard time going between Vivian and Barney.
Yeah,
I did.
I get that. I just thought she was funny without being cynical. She was tough but emotionally open, and she was vulnerable without being weak.
Yeah.
I liked her a lot.
She had the sharpest dialogue in the script. She had wit, and the clapbacks, top notch. And the Rodeo Drive victory lap was fucking priceless.
It was. How about when she was at the polo match, and the two ladies there were kind of making fun of her for being Edward's flavor of the week?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Oh, I'm just using it for the sex." And then she walks away. Oh, that was gold. And they couldn't believe it.
They
that
were
was
appalled.
that was absolutely gold.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, now that we've picked our favorite character, let's pick our favorite beer of the night.
Ooh, all right.
Brian, what say you?
Okay, I'm going to go. And sometimes with movies, you have that nostalgia factor. Well, I think the nostalgia factor rings true with beer.
Yeah.
I
Big
have
time.
fond memories of Little Something Something. It was my first step into the world of IPAs, opened up that whole door. And it was a delightful, refreshing beer. So I'm going to go with the Little Something Something. The second one, I'm going to go with the Juicy Boots.
Goofy Boots.
Goofy Boots.
Goofy
Boots.
It is kind of juicy, too, though.
It's a hazy.
Well, it's
Juicy, hazy, goofy boots.
Juicy, danky, hazy boots.
Juicy,
danky, hazy, goofy boots.
Goofy boots.
So I'm gonna go. This is my second. I think the beer that I brought, I think the Vanilla Dream was a little bit too heavy on the vanilla, a little bit too light on the cream. So I will rank them in that order.
I'm gonna follow your suit. Exactly the same.
What?
Yes, sir.
Seth, what say you?
I say you guys got to start bringing better beers, boys.
I know.
This is like my fourth win in a row.
Do you know that Seth has not lost a beer challenge yet?
This year?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We got to bring it.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe I shouldn't eschew the name as much for the movie and just go with a better beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Maybe I'll bring a really good beer and be like, well, this relates to the movie because the movie starts with the letter L, and so does the beer has an
we
L in
don't
it.
give points for connection.
All right.
We just make it part of the fun and giggles.
So
very good.
I'm going to go back to only bringing beers that I've had before.
Ooh.
Instead of bringing brand new beers.
I like trying the brand new beers. It's kind of like a potluck.
I don't care if I win.
Hey, Justin.
It's fun.
I think Seth cheats.
He does cheat. He's a fucking cheater.
I'm not saying that I don't cheat.
Seth, you're a fucking boob.
See here, you fucking meatball. Goddamn tuna neck. Fucking post toasty.
Oh, you fucking post toasty.
He
went there.
He went post toasty on you, buddy.
And I'm not saying that I'm not open to the idea of cheating. I just don't know how I would cheat in this particular instance.
In the words of Bill Belichick,
if you're not cheating,
you're not trying. Right.
Good
I don't know. So, Seth, do you try the beers before you bring it?
Not usually.
Or
I mean, there have been some like I've had a little something, just like you guys.
Well,
have.
sure, yeah, that's a standard.
But you know, and I guess I had Tooker.
Yeah,
the Hellas.
Yeah, you had that
one a couple episodes ago with.
You had that one too.
Yeah,
yeah.
But you know, not always. Sometimes it's just dumb luck.
Dumb luck. I've had. If it's dumb luck, I've had terrible dumb beer luck.
Look,
now granted, I gave myself bad luck with the mom water.
Well, hey,
I get it.
Hey, listen.
Yeah,
I've come in second a lot.
Yeah,
but if you ain't first, you're last.
That's true.
I wish I could apply this dumb luck to a wide array of other things in my life. But as it is,
I'm just good at
picking beers.
I feel like I'm toilet paper. Always bringing up the rear.
Good for a bum.
Right?
Oh, that was the worst part of traveling this week.
Oh,
had to spend 3 days on the road for work.
No bidet.
No bidet.
Oh.
My God.
Did you bring your wet wipes?
I did not, but I did make a Walgreens stop to get some.
That's like a bidet in a bag.
Yeah, because I honestly...
Did you bring your medicated Gold Bond powder?
I didn't, but I should have, because I felt so violated. I don't know how you do it.
I don't know. Just a man.
I forgot what it's like to just wipe with toilet paper. It was devastating.
Us cavemen use toilet paper to wipe our bums.
I'm a man.
When we make love together. Anyway, hey, what do you guys say we move on and we talk about some final thoughts?
Let's do it.
Who wants to kick it off?
I'm gonna go first.
Yeah, do it.
I'm gonna do it. All right, so Pretty Woman is a perfectly fine movie. It's the Cinderella story recycled again and again, predictable, packed with 90s tropes, and built on a pretty thin plot where you can see every beat coming from a mile away. And yet, I really enjoyed the rewatch. Maybe it's my weird soft spot for rom-coms.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was watching my wife light up at certain scenes. Or maybe it's just a pretty good movie and I don't need to overthink it. Technically.
But you will.
From a technical standpoint, it's pretty solid across the board. There's nothing groundbreaking in the lighting, sound, or shot choices. And nothing distracting either. The performances carry it, and everyone does exactly what the movie needs them to do. So my wife loves this movie, and I'll happily watch it with her anytime she wants. Although I might make sure there are 4 beers in the fridge.
All right.
Just to enhance the fairy tale.
Oh, that was sweet.
Yeah.
So 4 beer rating from Justin.
That's a 4 beerer for me.
All right. How do you feel about it?
Well, as I look back on Pretty Woman, it's easy to see why this film found such a special place in so many hearts. It's not trying to be the most realistic story. It's not trying to solve the complicated questions it touches on. Instead, it invites us to believe, even just for a couple hours, that kindness can matter, that people can change, and that sometimes life offers moments that feel a little bit like a fairy tale.
Mm-hmm.
You know, movies like this remind us that storytelling isn't always about perfection. You know, sometimes it's about emotion, connection, and the feeling you carry with you when the credits roll. You know, maybe that's why Pretty Woman still resonates. It captures a simple, powerful wish that many of us share. You know, the hope that we are seen, valued, and maybe, just maybe, worth our own happy ending.
Yeah.
Aww.
Mm-hmm.
I love a happy ending.
So I'm going to give this I also watched this with my wife.
Mm-hmm.
and we had a good time.
Yeah.
You know, even from the opening credits, when you saw Hollywood, and there was that old 90s Bo Jackson ad on the side of the building.
Mm-hmm.
And I immediately told my wife, I'm like, I remember seeing that ad when I was a kid, you know? So there was a bit of a nostalgia factor with the era of the early 90s. I'm going to give this a 3 beer rating.
All right. 3 beers from Brian.
I enjoyed it.
Well, coming into this, I honestly did not expect to enjoy Pretty Woman.
Mm-hmm.
This was my wife's pick.
Yeah.
And I kind of fully expected to have a fight on my hands.
Did you guys watch it together?
We did. We did watch it together.
Uh-huh.
And I got to say, I remembered the film differently than what it ended up actually being. Like, I would have swore up and down a week ago that there was a scene in which Kit died of an overdose.
Okay.
Turns out there's not.
No,
that was a different hooker.
Yeah. Different movie with hookers that I remember. So yeah, my memory was way off on this movie. And I really enjoyed it way more than what I thought I would.
Mm-hmm.
Julia Roberts is just flat out magnetic.
Yep.
She's charming, infectious, a complete and total delight. The camera loves her. The script leans on her, and she delivers every goddamn time. She doesn't just carry scenes. She elevates them. And then the chemistry between her and Richard Gere, even though the dude might as well be robotic, the chemistry is undeniable. Somehow she makes him work. I don't know even how that's possible. I don't know that anyone else ever could, but she did it. And whatever else you want to debate about the premise, when these two are on screen together, their chemistry is dynamic and you buy it. I also like that both leads actually have arcs.
Mm-hmm.
Edward doesn't just soften, he shifts. Vivian doesn't just transform aesthetically, she draws lines and demands something better of and for herself. That's really strong character work in a film that could have just gotten by with fantasy fluff. Now, do I think that the ending ties everything up with a slightly too perfect bow? Yes, absolutely. It leans way too hard in the fairy tale wish, but I can't deny the charm. It knows exactly what it wants to be and it commits. And overall, this is actually a really solid good watch. And I will absolutely throw it on again. And if I'm going to be honest, I'll probably enjoy it more after 3 beers.
All right.
Wow.
We're all pretty close here.
Yeah. Where does that put that in the hierarchy? Okay. Now, before we analyze and see where it fits in with all the other movies, I think it's really kind of neat that 3 manly bearded dudes really enjoyed this movie called Pretty Woman. It was good. It was good.
I also find it funny that our best rated movies lately have been the Wise picks.
Oh, don't say that out loud.
Well,
don't let them know that.
2 of the 3. Sorry, Ashley. I'm still getting over Liar Liar.
I'm kicking my own ass. Do you mind?
No, this is tied for 3rd.
Ooh.
And you know what it's tied with?
What was it tied with?
Romancing the Stone.
I can see that. It's a good rom-com.
And
Yeah,
interestingly,
absolutely.
we down the line, our scores are exactly the same for the 2. Justin, you were 4s on both. Brian, you were on 3s on both, and I was on 3s on both.
Oh, wow.
So,
interesting.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the rom-com guys.
The guy that likes the rom-coms the most needs more beers than you guys do. I think this is twisted. Maybe you guys are the suckers for rom-coms.
So that, though, ranks in 2/3 of a beer below Parenthood.
Mm-hmm.
And that would also then make it 1/3 of a beer higher than Fire in the Sky. So,
all right,
pretty far up there.
Not
That
too
is pretty
shabby.
far up there. This was a solid watch. You're right. I would watch this again. Hey, Shalene, if you're listening, thank you for suggesting this movie. It was a good time.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she fully expected we were going to rip it apart like we did Dirty Dancing. But this is a much better movie.
Oh, this is a great movie. Yeah. My wife and I had so much fun watching it together. We laughed, we giggled, we chatted. I mean, it was fun. It was a fun watch.
Yeah. And I think overall it holds up even the test of time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even
It didn't seem dated at all.
some of the size of his cell phone.
Yeah.
The dude had a Zach Morris.
Right? Zach Attack.
The 90s cell phone.
Zach Morris is trash. But no, I mean it was overall, despite its agedness, I think it holds up.
I agree.
Good movie.
Yep.
Not bad. Not
But-
bad.
But what if
Uh-oh.
Gary Marshall called you up?
Yeah.
Called us up. He's like, hey, regular guys, I'm ready to make a sequel. Prettier Woman. What would you think about pitching for that? What do you guys got?
Well, don't you got to go first?
Well, yeah, I guess.
You had the best beer
I
of
get
the night.
best beer of the night. So yeah. So I think we picked things up a few years later. I think we got Edward and Vivian, and I think we picked this up like any Julia Roberts movie right before a wedding. All right, where do we go from there?
You know, I kind of want to tie this into my magic wand.
Okay.
You know, maybe she learns the business, and her business acumen in reading people, since she's from the streets, is much better than Edward's. And maybe there's I don't know, like a business confrontation where they disagree on how to move forward with something, and it really causes a rift in the relationship.
Oh, there's a big business deal that they got to close.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe he's using like their rehearsal dinner as an opportunity to meet with clients.
And she's pissed off about that.
Yeah.
Because she wants it to be fun and wedding-ish, not business.
Or what if she's pissed off not because of that, but because he is undercutting her acumen?
Or what if the opposite is true? He wants it to be wedding-ish, and she's the one who can't stop
That's
doing
what I'm
business.
saying.
Yeah.
So she's trying to hammer in this deal, trying to make this thing happen, meeting with Japanese businessmen at their wedding rehearsal. And Edward's like, hey, Vivian, I thought we were getting married.
Or, you know, things are on the rocks, and she says, let's just give it a week. I'll give you $3,000.
Oh, damn, callback.
I'll give you $3,000. You stay with me for a week, and we'll see how it goes from there. That'd be kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's really funny that you say that because mine went a little bit differently than yours did. So I went years later after they were like they had this relationship, and it didn't last. The fairy tale's gone. So Vivian is the one that's thriving. She's got her own business. She's making all this money. She's wildly successful. Edward has fallen apart. He's hit rock bottom.
Is he working Rodeo or Hollywood
No,
Boulevard?
but she does find him on the street. He's now a hobo.
He's a hobo.
He's a hobo on the street.
Oh, he just as soon cut you as look at you.
Exactly. But she takes him in out of pity. And the entire movie basically replays in reverse with Vivian as the rich savior and Edward getting the makeover and emotional glow up.
That's pretty funny.
I just thought it would be great.
It's almost like trading places.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then they get married.
Again.
Yep. All right.
Yeah. She rescues him. That's fun.
Right.
He rescued her.
He just wants the fairy tale
She
now.
rescued him.
What is his fairy tale?
To get off the street.
2 chicks at once.
2 chicks
What's
at
your
the same
dream?
time.
Right.
Everyone's got a dream.
My dream is 2 chicks at once.
If I got $1 million, I'm pretty sure I can make that happen.
Demi Moore makes an appearance.
Anyway, I think it's time that we call that a wrap. On this episode of the Regular Guy Movie Show, we navigated Rodeo Drive judgment, hostile corporate takeovers, opera-level feelings, and one extremely aggressive jewelry box snap. If you enjoyed hanging out with us, make sure to follow, subscribe, leave a review, or just start walking around your local grocery store repeating the words, big mistake, huge, every time someone puts something in their grocery cart. Eventually, someone might understand what the fuck you're talking about. If you want to keep the conversation going, hit us up on the socials and tell us what you think about Pretty Woman. Did it hold up for you? Does a fairy tale still work? And most importantly, who is your Boddicker winner? We genuinely want to know, mostly so we can judge your answer from the penthouse suite. Thanks for listening, thanks for drinking along with us, and until next time, be kind, rewind.
The Regular Guy Movie Show, talking flicks. Here we go!
So
that was a fun movie that I never expected us to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
got something sticky on the bottom of my ear.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Weird. Gross. Okay.
Yeah. That was fun.